Hello, everyone. Manafak Collectibles here with yet another live stream episode 30. Episode 30. Can you believe it, man? 30 episodes here. And as you can see, we have a full house tonight. And we're still waiting for a couple more guests. So don't hold your breath. They're coming. We have Fabio from Fast Figures. Fabio, what's up, my friend?
What's up? Thank you for having me as usual.
Jesse from Metamorphic Costumes.
What's up, everyone? Glad to be here. Thanks for having me, Dante.
Don himself, Don Prime from Geeking Out. What's up, my brother?
Evening, folks, and as again, like everyone said, thanks for having me.
Awesome. And KG.
What's up? Thanks for having me, Dante.
And the man of the nice haircut of the hair, Sergio from GEMIITOYS.
Hey Dante, thanks for having me. Let's chat it up.
Oh man, we have a lot to talk, man. Like it's so many things going on, like with the summer showcase, a bunch of Hot Toys figures, a bunch of sideshow, and clothes babies, and a lot of things going on. While we're waiting for, actually, we have here broadcasting in the house.
Hey, what's up?
There we go.
Hey, what's
man?
up, guys? Sorry for being late again.
All good.
No worries, man. No worries. It's a Friday, I know, end of the week.
Yep.
We're waiting for Aries. He should be joining soon, hopefully. But yeah, man. Thanks for joining us, brother Castings. We're gonna talk about the summer showcase. So we have a lot of things going on, and I want to start with one of the figures that really caught my eye, and it was teased before by Sideshow, and finally it was officially announced, and that's the one and only Anakin. So I'm gonna start from the bottom up. So, brother Castings, when you saw this announcement, this is something that Sideshow is doing, right? Is actually exploring the animated version of the Clone Wars. But what do you think about this? Are you happy with this?
I mean, honestly, it's okay. I mean, I do like the fact that it's an actual animated adaptation of Anakin from the Clone Wars. Opposed to what Hot Toys is doing, a more doing the more realistic type of take on it. So I do like the execute. I like the idea behind it. The execution looks good. Is it something I'm gonna buy? Probably not. My cousin probably would. Most likely he'll get it because you put Star Wars on anything, he'll buy it. But I do like it. I do like it. It's not for me, but I can understand the appeal.
Yeah, I actually kind of like this one too. I didn't do a preview yet, but yeah, Don, your thoughts about this? What do you think about this Anakin animated version and Obi-Wan?
All right, so the head sculpts, first off, I think the head sculpts are spectacular. They literally look like they popped out of the screen. Now, my issues are the price and the actual clothing, because they're essentially charging you Hot Toys money, but the clothing and the tailoring they're giving you is not up to that Hot Toys quality. Especially, the seams that are visible, the material they use, and the overall quality and the finish that they use. So, I mean, that is something that's to be desired. But again, for $255 a pop, you would expect them to at least be upgrading, the materials, their sewing techniques, so they're at least the seam lines are at least, if not hidden, they make more sense in the natural aspect of what that clothing piece is. Yeah. So, I mean, these are going to be a pass for me because I normally wouldn't collect them. Mm-hmm. I mean, again, if that's what you're going to go for, they're great. But, again, my concern is the clothing, the soft goods. Again, they're charging you Hot Toys money, but not giving you Hot Toys quality on the soft goods.
That's true. That's true. KG, what do you think? Do you think it is Hot Toys money, but also the quality is not there?
Yeah, definitely agree with Don. I mean, look, it's definitely Hot Toys price. I was really expecting to see maybe like a 190 to 210 price. I think that would have been fair. And it's a sideshow figure, and the only problem I really have with it is it looks to be single jointed elbows. So, I mean, and also it's a sideshow body, and sideshow bodies are. I don't have a figure from sideshow, but from what I've heard and what I've seen, they're pretty fragile and pretty loose. So for me personally. Flimsy, right? And that 255 price tag is it's just I kind of stopped and like that's a little too much for it, and I will probably wait on maybe sideshow points, but I don't see this figure being in my collection. I just have to see in hand reviews. If Dante, if you get it, I will definitely see your video on it.
So let me be the
Um,
guinea pig, pretty much.
Yeah, but yeah, the clothing I do have a problem with it. It looks like
Right.
especially the brown sort of area that cloth looks like it's fuzzing a bit. And yeah, for me personally, I just don't want to deal with that. So I mean, then again, this is probably a prototype, so once we get to the final product, it might be different. But the head sculpts are perfect, pitch
True,
perfect. So
true.
that's my thoughts on the figure.
So Sergio, do you think you're gonna customize this figure if you ever get it?
No, this won't be something I get, but from what I'm seeing, it looks really good. The head sculpts, as Don Prime said, from they look like they just came out of the screen. From the little I've seen the Clone Wars, I can definitely tell these are right on.
Yeah.
You guys are mentioning price point, which is very close to Hot Toys. I mean, yeah, usually Sideshow is not to that level. We all know still
Yeah.
Hot Toys is the king of the game. So
Yep.
these figures do look good, though. I mean, I'm not gonna bash the figures at all because they're quite impressive. I would like to see some reviews, Dante. If you do a review, I definitely want to see what they look like. And I think this is Sideshow stepping up their game. I don't know if that justifies the price, but definitely stepping up the game in terms of the tailoring and all that. Again, Sideshow, maybe they're stepping up their game,
Mhm.
and therefore we get some very impressive pieces here.
Yeah, probably.
And
Destin,
and,
you.
and,
Yeah,
and
go
don't
ahead.
forget, very little accessories too for 255. So
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
that's always been Sideshow's problem. I feel like for some reason they'll charge you, like you guys have been saying, and this has been going on for a long time. They started charging Hot Toys prices for figures that come with literally nothing, couple of hands and the plainest base you could find. That's what they give you.
Oh, their
It's
bases have always been
they've
plain
always been
Jane.
dull.
like,
Yeah.
what do you?
You're lucky to get a logo on the bottom of the base.
Yeah,
I
I
know.
know.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
insane.
since you are
Like
the
gold.
artist in in the team. What are your thoughts about the what you can see about the quality? Right, we've been talking about this before of DX figures, right? How the tailoring is good, the hair sculpt, the accessories, and all those things. Can we justify the price for this figure based on what we've seen so far?
Yeah, I think it's a great figure for $180. Unfortunately, that's not what they're charging. 180 to 200, right?
Yeah.
Don Prime said it already. The head sculpt is great. The tailoring, it's not horrible, but it's not Hot Toys level. It needs work. I'd like to see the final product to see even the head where it ends up, because the head is fine now, but it's a prototype. When you get mass production, you might not get that level of detail, even though it's it's a cartoon face. Still, I want to see where this ends up.
Yeah.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. And Fabio, so just to do the closing points on this Anakin, because then we're gonna take a look at Obi-Wan. Actually, do you think the Sideshow can improve the quality, kind of like what Hatters was doing recently? Making some updates on the head sculpt or adding few things here and there. Do you think Sideshow may actually listen to fans and try to based on what we've seen so far, the quality a bit better on the tailoring?
I feel like if people start complaining about it, like they complain about Hot Toys, I feel like Sideshow is a company that I feel like you're closer to. If you were to touch it, you're easier to touch Sideshow over Hot Toys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just it's in America. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yep.
so I feel like if people complain, they will get them to do, whether it's adjust something, tweak something, but going back to the body, I have plenty of Sideshow figures. I stopped buying Sideshow for that reason. They charge you, back then they were, between like 150, 160, and they were great. The figures that I own from Sideshow from back then are all amazing. For some reason, they just went downhill. And like Sergio was saying, yeah, they're stepping up their game, but they're stepping up their game with new, meaning like opening up their closed-mindedness, I want to say, because
Yeah.
they're going a different direction. But when it comes to
Mhm.
clothing and stuff like that, I feel like they could do, like who was it that said this? I think it was Desi who said, about the clothing and stuff. I feel like they could do so much better with all that stuff, just in general as a company, and not just for these figures. The last figure I bought from them was a Thor, and the figure looks cool for what it is, but I feel like, again, it's just so expensive for what you get for the figure, and that's what I don't like. But
Right.
Good points.
It's a good decision to go down this route. It's time for them to step up. Let's see what they can do.
Yeah, and I think this is gonna be a test for Sideshow because I mean, to be honest with you, the Hellscope is beautiful. I think it is really good. I haven't seen the Clone Wars, but I've seen episodes here and there and teases here and there. I think the Hellscope is actually pretty good. I agree with you guys, with everyone. I think the tailoring needs some love. I don't
Yeah.
see the quality, especially for the price, right? Um, you know, it, they technically can make these things better because they're in the US. They have everything here, so they can produce and they can do it here. So they should improve that. Let's see what body are they gonna use because we know that Sideshow uses a certain type of bodies, but I'm not sure at this point if they're gonna be using the same body for this one. So
Doesn't
It would be a huge downgrade if they use single jointed opposed.
if it's a single jointed, yes,
Right.
especially for a figure
Huge
like this
downgrade.
that you want to make some certain poses, it will be a
Yeah.
downgrade. But right now, as you can see, guys, on Comic Concepts, they have it for $245, and on Sideshow, it is like $10 more. So
wow.
Still expensive.
it's still
course,
expensive.
yeah.
I'm definitely gonna get this one so I can do the review for you guys.
Yeah, definitely.
But before I continue with the next topic, I obviously, because don't think I forgot, I want to say hi to everyone on the chat. We have Big Daddy in the house, Mike Moss, we have Chuckaman's Star Wars Costumes, That Collector, Single Soul Writing in the house, The Collector #1, Montgomery Designs, East Popsick. We have Eric, Hank, Ahmet. We have who else? We have Joe P. Well, Sergio he's here already. Luis Marin, we have H Green, and a bunch of people. And of course, I want to acknowledge the super chat from Palmer Hope. Thank you for the $5 super chat, my friend. I'm a big Star Wars EU fan. Do you think Hot Toys would ever make a Mara Jade figure? And for this one in particular, I'm gonna go to Don. Don, do you think we're ever gonna get a Mara Jade figure?
Well, here's the thing. Now, the rumors are that it's potentially Mara Jade has already been cast for season 3 of The Mandalorian. Now, and that actress supposedly is Brie Larson. Now, if this is true, that would actually be very easy for Hot Toys to do because they already have head sculpts. Not only from Captain Marvel, but they're obviously going to do Captain Marvel 2 head sculpts. From what is it now, Marvels or whatever, for Captain Marvel 2. So, I mean, if she is going to actually be Mara Jade and those rumors are true, I think that is more likely than not, especially if she's going to be in the shows, she's going to go off of Luke, and essentially the Luke that we're getting now with Grogu is your EU, your Legends Luke. So, again, it all depends if those casting rumors are true or not. If they are true, I would probably put it at 75% that we would actually see it. But again, it all depends if those casting rumors are true.
Brie Larson, wow.
Yeah, I'm shocked.
I'm shocked.
Yeah, I heard Brie Larson is potentially going to be in Star Wars. So yeah, I wasn't sure which character. So it's this Mara Jade, huh?
Yeah, again, those are what the rumors are. Nothing's concrete, so don't crucify me for bringing that up.
Yeah, no, rumors are rumors, and if you hear something, we share it. That's what we do. Whether it's happening or not, that's a different story, right? But I think fair to say that most of the rumors that we share happened. Not right away, but it takes time, but it happened. So, you should trust us more. But yeah, I hope we answered your question, Palmer. Hope. Thank you so much for the $5 donation. We really, really appreciate it. Okay, so now let's move on to the next one. And this one is a figure that same as Anakin, we were talking about this, Obi-Wan, same price pretty much because it has to be same price. Let me take this out. Okay. So I'm gonna start with Fabio. Fabio. So we were talking about the Obi-Wan. I'm sorry, the Anakin, right? That it needs some love. Hescope looks beautiful, but tailoring looks. Eh. We don't know if it's gonna be single joint. We don't know if Sideshow is gonna be using the same type of body for this figure. But what are your thoughts about this second announcement for the Clone Wars line?
Same thing. I think it's beautiful. It looks perfect. You watch the movie, it's like the same exact, face. But again, I think the outfit is what needs. So and I feel like they can make it so much better. I just don't understand why they choose to be cheap while charging all that money. Is what I
Yeah,
understand.
Right. Right.
that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. And I'm just gonna jump all over Jesse, artist, my friend. Look at this. Look at these stitches over here. I mean, I can understand that they want to step up their game and they want to give us something that we haven't seen before, like this type of characters, like right, going more to the animated versions. But man, I don't know, man.
It's just the same as the first figure, right? As the Anakin.
Yeah.
Look, the stitches are not great, and that's why I said it's an excellent figure for 180 because I don't think it's that bad for 180. That's fine. But it's not 180. It's 255. That's what we're looking at, and that's what concerns me. Or not
Yeah.
concerns me. It's just
Right.
It is a bit pricey. It is a bit pricey. The quality, I mean, based on the headscope is nice. Obviously, we need to give credit where it's due, and the headscope is nicely painted, nice detail and everything. But 255, it hurts.
And I want to see again where that head sculpt ends up because there's a lot of shades and tones in that skin. That's just not one color skin there, right? In that prototype. But I'm getting the feeling we're going to get that production. And it's just going to be like blocked in skin color.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's give him a chance.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. KG, so your thoughts about this one?
Same problems with the Anakin. Taylor needs a bit of improvement. Head sculpt, like I said, pitch perfect for both of these. The cloak looks good. But yeah, like the same issues I had with the first one, and it's pretty evident from these pictures. It looks like single jointed elbows. The way it's posed, the way it looks. If that's the case, then that's a huge downgrade for this figure. These two figures, and yeah, see, accessories are pretty small. You're not getting a lot. You're just getting a couple of hands, two hilts, and a hologram. Which for 255 nowadays, you get way more than that.
Yeah.
With Hot Toys. So.
Design the base at least. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. They keep using this, dull, dumb base, and it just sucks. I mean, if they would have given us like a diorama base, and I would not have mind having a couple of accessories like this. If they would have given us like a really cool, like I said, diorama base or something like maybe like a droid. Yeah, I think I would have been okay with that. But yeah. 255 for both of these, I just don't see it. I could see maybe paying at most 180, pushing it probably like 200.
So, brother Cousins, you see all this figure comes with, couple hands, few hands, and the lightsaber and one hologram.
Yeah, just like what everybody else is saying. I think if it would have came, just harken back to what KG said, if it was a diorama base, maybe that they could use that to justify that price a little bit. Yeah. But it's just too much money. This is looking at it the way the soft goods look, the tailoring, all of it. It's a one. Yeah, at best 185. At best.
Yeah, at best, yeah.
Yeah.
So Don, you mentioned this many times on your channel with Nate about how Sideshow is inconsistent with the prices. Sometimes it's 250 and then you get like a $50-$60 discount. Do you think that this figure, if it doesn't sell as they want it, they're gonna start giving those huge discounts?
Potentially, but I think they're not anticipating this potentially selling high numbers. So that high price point, you're essentially paying for their development, especially with the head sculpts. So, I mean, I don't see this thing eventually running anything more than 3,000 to 4,000, each, in total production runs. So again, I think you're paying for the production sculpts. You're paying for the actual access that Sideshow had to all the Clone Wars master files from Disney. And again, this is also, get the stamp of approval from the mouse. So that's also going to play into, the price point as well. So as far as huge discounts, I actually don't know if this thing would go more than, like a a 10% in free shipping, because
Yeah.
there might be actual contracts tied to this due to their access, to the files specifically for the head sculpts.
Right, right. And I don't know who I missed. Did I?
Sergio.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
Sergio.
yeah.
Yes, sorry.
No, again, just like Anakin, this figure does look nice. The tailoring leaves some things to be desired, is mentioned, and then price point. Again, I know I'm echoing and repeating, but definitely under $200. That's where these pieces should be. I haven't bought a sideshow piece in a while, and I'm just shocked they're still using the same bases. Honestly, I'm very
Yeah.
shocked. I haven't bought I was just thinking, when's the last time I bought a sideshow piece? And it's like 2016.
Wow.
Yeah. And I had that really tall, enormous Darth Vader with a tiny belt. Really tall Vader with a very tiny belt and the chest piece.
Yep.
No, I don't want to bash it. I was very excited at the time when I
Yeah.
got that. Was like my first Vader figure in 1/6 scale. And one thing that I always liked is Sideshow included wrist pegs for each of their hands.
Yeah, that
I don't know
was-
if they're still doing that. Are they still doing that?
I
or
don't
not?
think
Just
so.
still- yeah,
They
actually,
are?
I got the ghost face, and it came like that.
Okay,
yeah.
that's that there are some points to Sideshow there, but their bodies, at least at the time, were atrocious.
Their bodies are
Sorry.
so the joints are always so loose, whether
Yeah.
it's hips or the
Yes.
shoulders.
Squeaky
What-
sounds.
Uh,
No, not even. They're so loose. It's like they're not even attached. They're just like literally like swing.
yeah.
They just
And,
like,
and there's no point of having this FOMO, fear of missing out, because whenever something sells up from Sideshow, they will put it back on pre-order again. So, me
Exactly.
personally, if
There
it
you go.
sells out, I'm like, okay, I know Sideshow's going to do it again, because they did it with
Right.
C-3PO, they did it with Boba Fett,
Hmm.
and
Right.
they did it with Luke. So, there's no
I
point
think,
having,
Yeah.
you know.
yeah, I think R2's on his 4th or 5th run at this point
Yeah,
in pre-order.
there you go.
Yeah.
Which is
And
which
it's
is
a pretty
weird.
solid price, too. It's a pretty
Yeah.
good price for it.
Real good price for it.
But to end things in a positive note, I mean, I see Sideshow here doing something different, something that I at least didn't expect, and like I said, stepping up their game. So hey, gotta welcome that, right?
no, yeah, of
Yeah.
course. Plus, they still have the time until the final, production or the final figure is released. So they still have time to make some corrections in the tailoring, get some feedback from the community, right? We all agree here that the price is a bit expensive for this particular figure, especially because it doesn't come
Pushing
with
it.
much, right? I can understand if it comes with extra stuff, like, or maybe half a battle droid or something,
Yeah.
right? It's just the hands and the lightsaber and the boring plain base. If I'm ranting all the time about the bases from Hot Toys, these bases are even worse.
Mhm.
You know,
The Grievous is actually a pretty good price, too. $285. That's a pretty good price compared to these figures.
Yeah.
Well, and the thing is, like, I was a day one pre-order, even knowing the issues, and that's actually been pushed back again to September. So, and I was, my initial order said, July to August was the initial rate. So, I mean, if they're pushing my day one order back to September, I'm gonna be honest. There's a little bit of hope that they may actually be listening to the fans and they might be upgrading the joints.
I
If they're
hope
going to
so.
push it back, because when
Right.
they announced it on May 4th, it was literally, potentially 6 weeks out from being delivered. And if they're, dropping, the release, 3 months, I'm hoping they might actually be making the improvements that at one point that was, in their comments that mysteriously got deleted, a little time after. So,
Yeah. And
I'm thinking it's not that. I hope it is, but I'm thinking is they probably got more orders than they were anticipating, and they were like, "Oh," because it was number one on their site for a while,
Yeah.
But I hope you're
yeah,
right.
yeah.
I hope you are right. I hope that's it's like, okay, let's fix the joints or something.
Yeah, it's like 5%, like 5% chance that they're gonna fix it. 95%, you're getting it with the issues that you know about.
Yeah.
When I saw that unsealed reveal, when I saw that guy struggling, I'm like, nope, I don't want to deal with that. It's
Well,
like,
I already have a dynamic,
shaking,
like one of the
really.
big dynamic bases, like with a big triangle, base part. I've already got that waiting for the Grievous. So
okay.
Yeah, you see that's something that I don't think. Okay, so I think the figure looks good, right? Yes, it was a bit difficult for the guy who was doing the seal
Unsealed
reveal,
reveal.
then showing the figure, because it is a very fragile figure, right? Regardless of the improvements, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get it. Obviously, I'm gonna do the unboxing review when I get it. Hopefully next month or so. Let's see.
Can't wait.
But I have a feeling that they can improve things. So I don't think what we saw is gonna be the final thing. I think it's gonna be um corrected. You know,
Correct.
but
What I was going to say about Sideshow before was when Sergio said, they're doing something new, and the reason why this is exciting is because, like you were talking about before, they're constantly reissuing figures, so they don't have to make
Yeah.
anything new. So now that they're making this, it's exciting because of that. That's to me, that's the only reason why I'm excited, because it's something new. It's
Right.
something
I love. Yeah.
constantly.
Right.
yeah, I agree, guys. So please don't forget to like if you're watching this live stream. We have a lot of people here in the panel. We have a lot to talk. We're still waiting for Aries. We're probably gonna have a couple surprise guests. So stay tuned, because the best is for last. But yeah, please don't forget to like, because liking helps a lot. Obviously, helps a lot. So yeah, so enough with the Clone Wars. I think those are two figures that I actually like the Hellscope, but I'm gonna have them for the review, obviously, but I'm still thinking about whether they're gonna improve the tailoring, whether they're gonna improve the body. So those things, I'm gonna hold off on my comments until I actually have it in hand, and then from there we make our
Yeah.
judgment. But
I'm-
255,
yeah.
I think is pricey.
I'm pretty shocked that Hot Toys is not showing anything Clone Wars. It's been a long time they did an announcement.
Yeah.
For Clone Wars.
It's bad batch.
Pretty concerning. I don't know.
Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con. I think they're holding certain stuff back to show it at
We'll
Comic-Con.
see. We'll see
Yeah.
if they would do this.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'll be there day one opening, so
I'm still waiting for Obi-Wan for them to announce that Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna be wait for Obi-Wan until the trailer comes out. I'm honestly thinking that, because
I've heard
there's supposedly
that.
heavy Clone Wars flashbacks in that movie.
Right.
Heavy.
I've heard they're gonna keep it for Toy Fair exclusive, and that's why they're holding it off, because of next year's Toy Fair exclusive. I don't know. I just heard a rumor of that. But, yeah.
Yeah.
When
I
is
know.
New York Comic Con happening?
October 7th through the 10th. Through the 9th. 7th, 8th, no, it's Thursday, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, yeah.
And it's going to be as it was before. Just everybody gets to go. Oh, we
Yeah,
lost
just
them.
put up
We
their
lost.
hats, probably.
Yeah.
Well, right now it's sold out, actually, because Fabio and I were trying to get some tickets. You actually have to do some type of wait list. Whether it's gonna happen or
Without
not.
getting too political, I got to ask: are they requiring the shot to be able to get in?
I have no idea, but
Now,
I don't know.
A lot of events are doing that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that. My internet spiked. Yeah, no,
No,
as far
it's
as
all right.
Comic-Con this year, yeah, they limited tickets. Now, as far as I know, like New York, they just announced, their whole like Key to the City program. They said they're not going to do another shutdown. So, yeah, it's like half capacity.
Yeah, I figured there were going to be some restrictions. I mean,
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Like Dragon Con, they already
this
announced.
is the beginning. This is the beginning of. I really miss those events. I'm not one for being with so many people. I get a little overwhelmed with so many people, but at this point I'm really missing it. Like Comic-Con here, and I get claustrophobic because I live in Japan.
Yeah.
You guys know what you see in the streets here, what they're like, right?
Yeah.
It's just
In DC
like
we
waves
got
of people.
in DC we got Awesome Con, and that's going to be I think August 21st.
Nice.
And they got like Back to the Future guys coming there. They got Michael J. Fox, Christopher Lloyd,
Nice.
Carl Weathers, and Giancarlo. Yeah, he's going to be there. Yeah.
Nice. Wow, that's great.
That's
I'm
gonna
so glad these events are going to start happening. It's about time. I mean,
Mhm.
come on,
Right.
let's
It
get
is.
to it.
It is. Get back to some normal.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
finally.
Yes,
Hopefully.
I know. And out of all the figures that we've seen so far, there was one that a lot of people, talk about, including myself, Aries, and I know everyone spoke about this figure, which we were talking about this actually the night before, and that was when they announced Luke Skywalker. So I just I don't think we had a chance to talk about this on a live stream, so I'm just gonna give everyone for their opinion about this figure that was announced. Yes, we understand that there are mixed feelings about the head sculpt and a lot of memes going on with Ken, and we know that
Yeah.
CGI look. We know,
I don't
we
get
know,
it.
we know, we know, we know. So I'm gonna
No,
start
it's
with
Toy Story Ken though. It's specifically Toy
Story.
Story Ken.
yeah, no, yeah, the Toy Story Ken. Yes, let me correct that. Yeah, the Toy Story Ken. So
I love it.
Fabio, I'm gonna start with you, my friend. So finally, this is announced. You called it as well.
So I was so excited when I saw the DX packaging because I had a, for some reason, I don't know why, when we were talking about hopefully this Luke coming, I always kept going back to the Bespin Luke, which was, the last DX that they made, Luke wise. It's like everybody wants that Luke all of a sudden. So I was like, it's only right for them to make it a DX, and I was so happy when they did.
Yeah, me too. Glad.
Yeah, me too. Jesse, what do you think about the Haskell?
Look, it matches the episode, like his appearance on the episode. Like, yeah, his hair looks funny, and it looks funny on the episode. I remember that's the first thing I saw when noticed when I saw the episode.
Right.
But I like it. Look, I never got the Return of the Jedi Luke from Hot Toys, right? Any version of him, because I didn't like the whole teeth thing. Just for me, I'll get this. This is good enough for me. I like it.
Yeah, and Sergio, the tailoring. I know we were talking about the tailoring on the other previous Clone Wars figures, but the tailoring on this one looks spot on.
Great.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And I have no issues with the head sculpt because to me this looks a little better than the CGI we saw in the screen. Looks a little more realistic.
Absolutely.
So and it's a great representation of what we saw there. Was that perfect? Absolutely not. Therefore, this is not perfect either. But they're showing us that beautiful moment the best they could. So I definitely appreciate what we were seeing here. And I was watching Six-Go Cantina before this figure was released, and I saw Don Prime said something about the bust of the. You said something about the bust before this figure was released, the bust of the Dark Trooper. I was like, "Whoa, man, you really nailed that."
Called it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it actually has 3 different lighting modes. So one, I'm thinking, because if you look in the previews, it has like that gold like sparking. So I'm almost wondering if they've integrated the same technology they used in the Kylo Ren helmet into that. Because why would they specifically have 3 different lighting modes?
It only made sense that we would see this, but man, you just said bust of Dark Troopers. Like, wow, that we actually did get that. So,
Yeah.
Does it light up? Does the bust actually?
Yeah, it does light up.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 different
Cool.
light modes. So, and again, you see the gold and like it almost looks like the spark. Because when you look at the pictures when it's not lit up, there's nothing. So I'm thinking that's a specific lighting option with it. Now I think like the actual sparks you seeing, that's Photoshop, but the gold, like the yellowish gold, that's actually in the actual figure.
Battery operated, but it's obviously lit through batteries.
Yeah, I use soap reactors, so I'm gonna get the deluxe. I'm gonna use points and coupons.
One thing I did notice is the lightsaber. They said white. It's got a white light now, so apparently it's going to be brighter.
I've heard of that. Yeah. Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's better.
It's about time. It's about time.
Yeah.
Man.
I remember being all excited. I had to go live about this because Dante, we've been talking about this. How long we've been talking?
Man, months. Actually, months. And actually, when we were told they were, what they were talking about, that they're going to release Mando Luke or Bespin Luke. So and after that, if this whichever happened first, the second one is going to happen right after. So.
I was really caught up in the excitement and didn't analyze fully everything, but then I realized that Grogu has articulated arms as well as the interchangeable
arms.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So KG, are you happy with this?
Day one pre-order. The video I made the video on this, and I even showed people that I actually ordered it. And when I saw the announcement, like I think it was 11 o'clock here in Georgia, and. I think my heart stopped for a second when I saw it, and then I was really, really wondering what the price would be. I was hoping not pushing it season 2 Mando price. I was hoping maybe like 315 to 330 would have been a great price, and it was around that. So I'm glad that I think it's a reasonable price. I don't know about you guys, but I think it's reasonable. I mean, this is a DX figure. This will be probably my third DX figure right now. I do have 2 on pre-order. I have the Ahsoka Deluxe on pre-order, and I had this one on pre-order.
Watch out, KG. If you say that, that's when Denobi comes in.
What'd you say?
Wait a second. It's you just triggered him. It's like Jake from State Farm.
Right. Yeah.
So
And it's cool. It's cool that it comes with a Dark Trooper. Now I'm kind of like thinking I want to go buy one Dark Trooper just to have Luke crushing one and one approaching to him in the deep top.
Right,
So like that would be really
It's a
cool.
good idea.
And I do hope, because this will be my first Luke ever, and I'm glad I waited this long for this Luke. And Luke is my top 3 favorite Star Wars characters of all time, and I hope the cape is wired, the cloak is wired. It looks to be wired in some shots, and some shots it doesn't. So I hope they go for the wired route. As far as anything else, I mean, accessories are pretty good. The backdrop, I don't actually mind using it. I think it's one of those backdrops I might actually use, since it's like a 3D sort of dimensional.
It's layered.
thing.
right.
Yeah, layered, different layers. So I don't mind it. So this was a day 1 pre-order for me, and I can't wait to get it in hand.
Right. So, brother Cousin, did you pre-order this already?
Day one, baby.
Yeah.
Day 1 pre-order. I had to. I did a video about this as well, and it was crazy because we were just talking about this Sunday, and I think it dropped right after the end of the stream. I think they dropped it like that. I think it was like that morning, like Monday morning.
I did not expect this. Man.
Yeah, it's amazing. I love it. I have the Return of the Jedi look, and I actually went ahead and just made got some material and made like a little a black cloak and threw it around mine. Just let me show it to y'all real quick. Hold on, I gotta show y'all. Hold on.
That's a good head sculpt.
It's a good head sculpt,
I like it.
Yeah,
I think it looks.
I mean, it ain't Tony Stank
Ain't
or Ant-Man
yeah.
Chicklets.
Oh wow.
Oh,
You can full screen now.
Yeah,
I
if you
saw
can
that-
get,
I saw that in a group. Was that you?
there we
posted it?
go.
Yeah, that works.
Wow.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
me that
that's-
posted it.
Yeah, that
I
works.
saw it and I was like, oh,
That
that's
works.
cool, but I didn't know who it was.
Yeah, that's great, man.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Who made that one?
Absolutely.
You made it, right, brother cousin?
Yep. Made that. Yeah, I got the material at Hobby Lobby and just was like, yeah, let me just go for it. So yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait.
Just to mention, I think a lot of people be kind of concerned of the cloak if it really the extra dye. Honestly, I think the easiest solution to do is really, get some laundry detergent, warm water, and just soak it in. Just take the extra dye on. I think you'll be okay.
Yeah.
So,
Good.
Yeah.
That's
Don't
good.
put bleach.
yeah, don't put bleach. Don't put bleach.
You don't want to have that.
Yeah, and use a hair dryer to finish it off. Don't use a heat gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Dan, you're gonna get.
I like the sculpt. I think the sculpt is amazing. Honestly, I really like it. I don't understand why they don't like it. I mean, his hair looked weird in the episode. We can all agree to that, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the hair is fine because it looked like that.
I've seen people saying it looks like Justin Bieber, and okay,
Sure.
Yeah, but part of the issue with the head sculpt is you got to remember they got to keep it in the same continuity, and so they essentially got to wear late '70s, early '80s hairstyles.
Yep.
I'm glad they're not
So-
reusing the head sculpt from Return of the Jedi. In my opinion, I don't think the Return of the Jedi sculpt is not that great.
Nah.
I think
The mouth, it's the
it's the mouth.
Yeah.
And
I like
this one. This one is a definitely great upgrade. I can't wait.
great.
It's gonna be a good
It's
one.
just the trending thing now to bash head sculpts, criticize head sculpts. Isn't that trending now?
It's been like that for a while. Yeah, I mean it's fine. I always say let people complain and whatnot. If you don't like it, go for it.
Do you guys think you guys wish they added the R2 as a deluxe in this?
Yes, I was upset.
I mean,
But the
honestly,
price-
if they added it,
it would
so
have been
high.
really pushing it to probably 450.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say
More.
it would have
Yeah.
been
More.
no diecast 250. This one you're looking at 550
At
to
least.
600.
I
Right.
think we're getting an R2, but just by itself. I think that's going to be a thing.
I mean, at this point, I think they might do an R2 Deluxe. I mean, a DX
Or
Deluxe.
reissue. They could do
Yeah.
a reissue. Yeah.
Well, they might do parts from not necessarily all the movies, but you get your rocket thrusters. So that's Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith. Then you obviously get the Hot Toys version of the Jabba drink set. And then reissue from, other parts, like his light from Dagobah, stuff like that.
Right.
Hopefully, one of these days we get a C-3PO from Hot Toys. One of these days, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
Eventually.
But
One
what do
of these
you
years.
guys? But what do you guys think about? Okay, so we have this is a DX version. Obviously, we have a bunch
Yeah.
of stuff. The hands. We have the backdrop, which looks awesome. We have the base, which that's another topic. The tailoring looks to me very good. Obviously, tailoring is actually very nicely done. As I mentioned on Geeking Out's channel the other day, I think there's a lot of improvements on this figure, especially the articulation. I think we're gonna have more articulation on this figure. We're not gonna have a fat suit. You can see the pants are a bit baggier, so that means that you're gonna have more range of motions on the legs. I do believe that this is gonna be a wire clock because they cannot miss that opportunity,
Yeah, it
especially
makes
with
sense.
this one.
Yeah.
They cannot.
Yeah,
miss
they
the
cannot do
opportunity.
it. Yeah.
And plus,
You
it's
know.
a DX, so it should come with it.
Yeah.
It should come with it. Now, the price on this one is how much is it?
330 for deluxe.
330. So
$330.
it's 330 for the deluxe.
285 for the regular.
285 for the regular, and then
Yeah.
between the deluxe normal and the deluxe exclusive, we have the hologram, which to me, right now, yes, a lot of people probably, they're probably
The
gonna get
triggering worked.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, I had to order the special edition.
Denobi, I haven't ordered yet, my friend.
I haven't ordered it yet either.
Me neither. You guys are complaining about price. So
Shut up, they want me to correct. Oh my god.
you guys are complaining about price. You guys are lucky in America. This figure is $450 from Toy Series.
Wow. That's
Yes.
crazy.
It's a rip-off.
I could imagine if it was an R2
Yes.
Deluxe. I mean, R2, 2-pack. Oh, that would be crazy. Right.
I mean, granted, the yen is a little bit weaker than the dollar, but still, what does that turn into? Like
Yeah.
$420, 430 is like
crazy, man.
That's why I don't do it. I just wait for somebody who here they take such good care of their stuff. I'll just get one a little bit later. You'll see them really fast pop online, like somebody who just I don't know what they did with it because I can't see what they did, and it's like $100 less because somebody touched it and opened it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. You see, every time that we said day one pre-order, you know who's gonna pop up, right? And always kind of like he has like a special sense, man. Like he has the Novi tinkle,
It's the Denobi tingle.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He knows, right?
that's
Let
a
me-
good name for it.
And I'm gonna say, and then I
Somebody
said
say
this,
day one pre-order.
yeah, right. And I said this. I actually I pre-ordered this one.
Yeah.
I don't normally pre-order. People who knows me,
Me
they
neither.
know I don't normally pre-order stuff. So I pre-ordered this one just because I got points, right? So I just wanted to use them,
Yeah.
whatever. So because I'm gonna get two of those, and normally I don't get multiples of anything. But because this one I have a picture in my head, when I get my Mojo cases, I'm gonna have Luke standing, with the lightsaber, and then I want to have him doing the force,
Yeah.
crush, next to another Dark Trooper. So that was my vision, right?
Did you get two deluxes or one of each?
No, I got two deluxes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Nice.
Plus, well, the reason is because if I want to sell something in the future, right now we don't
Good
gonna feel
profit.
it. Right now we don't gonna notice it, but that little tiny spaceship can make a
Yeah.
huge difference 2 years from now when it's sold
That's
out.
true.
Mm-hmm.
That is
You
true.
know?
Yeah.
It's same
Yeah, it's true.
price,
Yeah.
but if you are a collector who missed out because people, you have new collectors every time, every year.
Yeah. Yep,
At one
yep.
point, they say 2 years from now, oh, I want to have the Mandalorian look, but I want to get the exclusive one with the little tiny hologram. How much is it?
Yep.
$700. Okay, how much is the other one
Yep.
without it? It's like 400. No, I want to
yeah.
get the one with that because that's a special.
Yeah.
Those little things make a difference, believe it or not.
Yeah.
It does
It's
make a
crazy.
difference. Yeah. So yeah, that figure looks nice. I like it. I think it was a good call. I still believe that we might see some type of improvements on the head sculpt because Hot Toys has been revising their stuff.
Yeah.
They're trying to make sure that whatever they're producing, people are happy with it. And I'm going to talk about a few things later in the show. But before we continue with the next topic, I want to acknowledge OG fan when Star Wars was just Star Wars with a $2 donation. Thank you, my friend. The Nobito comes rushing in, clutching his pearls. Yeah, that's the Novi, man. We just triggered the magic words, But thank you, man. I appreciate it for the donation, $2 super chat.
You know, the thing about this figure is we're all expecting this figure to come, right? Everybody
Yeah,
knew
of
this
course.
figure's coming, but when it
Yeah.
finally came, it's like, oh wow,
Yeah,
we didn't
Yeah,
expect
it's
this.
crazy. Yeah, it's crazy, man.
I think the surprising part was the head sculpt because I thought they were just going to
Yeah.
use the same head
Reuse
sculpt.
it. Yeah, man.
Right,
Yeah,
so that's
Yeah.
cool, and I think I even said it at one point. If it's taking this long, it's probably because they're working on a new head sculpt.
I think the best part was that we obviously were speculating, because it's fun to hope that we get something, and then to actually get it, it's like, holy crap.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It'd be the new month.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's. I mean, needless to say, we all need to have this in figure form to recreate that beautiful moment. What do you
Yeah.
guys think about that backdrop?
I will use it. I think it's something I think I might use.
Does
in my
it
display
will it
case.
fit in a Detolf?
I don't think so. I think it's a little too big.
Too big.
Probably a little too
Yeah.
wide.
Yeah,
kinda-
wide. It's a little
It
too
kind of
wide.
reminds me of the Princess Leia, the New Hope.
Yeah, the
Princess
new
Leia.
Hope Princess Leia. Yeah,
Yeah, because that backdrop was pretty good. A lot of them are pretty shitty, but that one was
Yeah.
really good.
yeah.
No, the
Right.
best backdrops though are the literal like halls that you set up to the back of the actual stand. Now, like the backdrop that came with Return of the Jedi Luke, where it's actually like the mini towers in the throne room.
Oh yeah,
That's not too bad either.
it's not bad.
That's true. And now that we've seen Luke Skywalker from The Mandalorian, and we've been talking about this in our channels, in our shows many times. So far, if you think about it, right? So far, we got a really huge amount of characters from The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
We see Fennec is still is gonna be announced soon. We see Cobb Vanth. We see Axel.
Axe Wolves. I think that's
Axe
what it
Wolves.
is.
Boba Fett, obviously,
Yeah.
but and I know I wish Ares would be here, but what about the possibility of having this one here? and the more sometimes when Ares talks about this on his shows, people, you're crazy, you might. But you know what? The more he's talking about this, the more I'm thinking, you know what? Probably at this point, at this point, I
Yeah.
think that Hot Toys is gonna release, if not all of them, but a huge percentage of the Mandalorian characters, especially since we've seen Grogu with the frog, with this little tank in the back,
Yeah.
right? I think we're gonna see more of this.
Yep.
So Dan, what do you think? Do you think we're ever gonna get a frog lady?
If we do, it'll be next year's Toy Fair exclusive.
That's what I
For
was
the
saying.
Mandalorian.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, me too.
Mm-hmm.
Because they've already did the backpack, and I know it's to recreate the scene of him eating the eggs, but they've already put the designing and engineering, and they
Yeah.
didn't make it just a static display piece. They made it a backpack. So yeah, I give this, if this is going to get made, it's going to be in limited numbers, but it's going to be essentially the same thing as the armor, maybe a few less number overall produced. But it'll be
Yeah.
a limited run Toy Fair exclusive.
Right, brother Cassius. Do you think that's gonna be the case? We're gonna see this figure sooner rather than later, probably.
Yeah, I agree with Don. I think it's going to be a Toy Fair exclusive. I could definitely see that. Yeah, sometime next year. I think it's still a little down the line.
Yeah. Yeah, same here.
would
I
you buy
think
it?
would I buy it? I don't think so.
They
you
want
know,
pre-order.
No.
Where's the Nomi? Where's the
Definitely
Nomi?
not. No. Characters like these, I just can't. I'm very selective when it comes to my collection. I pick things that have an emotional connection to me, and Froglade's pretty evident. No emotional connection whatsoever.
Right.
They did do that egg shell thing as well. They showed it in the Sideshow Con. If they end up releasing that set, that little accessory pack, then I don't see a Frog Lady coming. If they don't, then I do see a Frog Lady coming. That's how I think. But Tour for exclusive would make sense in a very small batch as well, just like the armor. So yeah.
It makes sense, Sergio. What do you think?
Anything is possible at this point. We're just getting so many Mandalorian announcements, and there was a full episode pretty much surrounding the story of this character. It was basically based on this character. Now, for me personally, that was my least favorite episode.
Yeah,
that doesn't mean
mine
it
too.
was. Doesn't mean it was a bad episode. It's just
It was
the
a filler
standards are
episode.
really high on when it comes to Mandalorian.
Mhm.
But based on that, sure, Sure, of course we could. I think we're going to see other stuff before. If we do ever see this, we'll see other stuff before, but it's possible. Sure.
So this is from the artist perspective, right? We already have the X with that little barrel in the back. So do you think we're gonna have this figure at one point?
I think so. I mean, Mando is so hot right now. They want to release everything, right? And it would
Yeah.
be nice to get this design, like the paint apps on the and the skin texture, but mainly the paint apps on that face and the eyes. That'd be cool to have in
that
figure
was really
form.
cool. Yeah.
The height of the figure, I don't know how high it's supposed to be, but they could probably use the quill body.
Yeah.
I'm thinking. If we get this, though, I really do want the Quarren alien with the J.C. Penney sweater. That's just me, because I think that would be funny. But I want that one too.
Yeah, actually, the person that played the Queel, it was a lady, and she actually played the Frog Lady as well. So
There you
is
go.
that right?
Yeah.
That's pretty much that's the same height. So
Yeah, so you got the same body.
like 9 inches,
Yep.
probably 9 inches. So yeah.
There you go.
I personally always liked toads since I was a kid, so this would be great. And if we could pose her, and when her getting ready to jump would be cool. Remember when she was jumping? She's taking those large hops.
Yeah,
I know.
With jumping action.
Yeah. There you go. That's innovation right
Some
there.
like Resident Evil alien zombie stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So Fabio,
No.
the question is, if this is released, how many are you gonna get?
Well, it's funny. I was actually going to say something about that. So, I feel like this figure, if they do make it, because of the style, because of the body, because of whatever they have to do to make this, I feel like this is going to be like the Drax from the Guardians of the Galaxy. It was like okay selling, and then all of a sudden, boom, like sold out. It took forever to sell out, but then everybody wanted it all of a sudden.
Yeah.
I feel like the only reason why is because of the body. It's a specific body, a specific design just for that figure. It's not something that they're going to keep reissuing constantly because of the fact that it's something specific.
Right.
So the value of that went up like insane.
Yeah.
So I ended up just buying one, and I regretted it so much. So if this comes out, I'm getting at least 3 or 4 just because.
Actually,
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
And they make but you know what? It makes sense. Sometimes you need to kind of like see beyond. Obviously, if you can afford it, right? I mean, I don't recommend everyone to buy 4 or 5 figures of the same if you can't, right? But sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But overall, if you have that mentality, because I mean, he displays pretty much all his figures anyway. He does different scenes and he displays all of them.
Doubles
right?
and triples.
So exactly, so that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not like he just buy 4 or 3 and he just put one and the other one is like same. No, he does all of them. Maybe out of 4, 3, right? Because the fourth one he doesn't know where to put it, whatever. But you know the point. But I think this is a very possible. Actually, I agree with what Don said. I can see this probably on the Toy Fair exclusive.
Yeah.
And because Hot Toys already teases with the Grogu set, a bunch of other, the frogs and the barrel and all those things. So I think this is kind of like introduction to that, kind of saying, hey guys, this is what we have. Just take a look at the accessories and tell me what you think. That's the way I see it. So I think this is going to be one of the characters that we're probably going to see, hopefully, next year. But there's another character that continue with the Mandalorian, because that's a show that I'm pretty sure a lot of people love. Including myself, I love that show. But there is another character.
No, we hate it.
Right. No, we hate it.
Yeah.
But talking about the other character, which I have to write down the name because I always forget.
Bail Organa.
No, Bail Organa.
Ampala.
Guess. Which one do you think is? This is the one I think is gonna be next. It's a matter of time. You ready?
Karga.
Yes.
Yeah.
Grief Karga.
Yes.
This right here has to be
No,
the
it makes
next
sense.
one.
Yeah,
Has
it
to be the
makes
next
sense.
one. And I'm gonna tie this topic with some of the rumors I heard. Actually, my source told me about this. And again, take it with a grain of salt, because if it happens, happens. If it doesn't, don't kill me. But I heard some rumors that this figure right here, the Transport Trooper, is probably gonna be released before the end of the year.
That makes
And I
sense.
think this one is due
Yeah,
Q1 next
I mean,
year.
yeah, that's basically it.
Mhm.
That makes
And
sense.
this is, and the reason why they're gonna do this is because they want to give room for this guy, you know.
Yeah.
And also think about it, right? You can use Dean Jaren's head sculpt in the body in the transport trooper. Now, this is what I'm thinking. I have a feeling that if they announce this figure, some maybe the joints, maybe something on the neck will not be compatible with the with Dean Jaren's head sculpt. I don't know why I have that thought, because
They've
they
done it
wanna,
before. Hot Toys done that before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right,
they've done
because they don't wanna, they don't wanna give you something. They say, oh well, wait a minute, like people are gonna order the Din Djarin and they're gonna have the head sculpt. If I give you the body like this, so obviously you can do it yourself, you're not gonna buy my product. So maybe they're gonna do something that is gonna prevent you to using that head sculpt in this body. Fabio, I'm gonna start with you. What are the chances of this guy coming soon, announced at least?
Well, I feel like if I remember correctly, we talked about this, and I forget who it was saying that he was in for head measuring for toys. I don't
Oh,
know.
done,
Oh, that was
done.
done.
Oh, it was done. Yeah. So if
Yep.
that's happening, I don't see why not.
Desi.
I would love to see this happen. He's one of my favorite comedians, and this was my favorite episode of The Mandalorian thus far in both seasons. So
Yeah.
really hope we get this. Yeah, especially if he was in for head sculpt measurement, like head measurements. That's probably for like Black Series, but it could definitely go for assets that that Hot Toys is using, right? So yeah.
Mm-hmm. So Sergio, now that that there's a possibility of having the Transport Trooper be released before the end of the year, so that's gonna be, and that I'm gonna talk about this later as well, because there's a lot of things going on, and I heard a lot of things that a lot of figures are gonna be coming sooner rather than later. So we were talking about delays for months. And I said this before, get ready, because we're going to have a very busy Q3 and Q4, especially Q4. We're going to see a bunch of figures coming during the Christmas season. We're going to see a bunch.
yeah.
But sir, you're going to to stay on topic here.
Yeah.
If they announce this Monday, day one pre-order
For me,
for you.
no, it's not a day one pre-order, but a good release. I think it's something I would consider. Something I would possibly. I did really, I'm with Desi on this episode. I'll be honest. After that Boba Fett action, I wanted to see more of that, and it's like, what is this now? But the more I saw this episode, the more it grew on me, and it's a really great episode.
Yeah.
So my first impression was like, man, I want to see more of Boba, because we got all that right previous to this. We got all that Boba madness. It was, I was just blown away by that. But yeah, no, this episode is pretty great. And the performance he does in front of the what was the name of that one character that they cheer to, and he shoots him.
Yeah.
He's from Game of Thrones. Really strong.
And Doom.
Yeah.
In the original Doom,
I figured Don
2005.
Fine would know this.
I forget his name.
That scene. Wow.
Yeah, that was some scene right there. Yeah.
Damn good.
Great performance.
Well, I hope one of the shore troopers comes with a lunch tray.
Somebody put out a 3D file for a lunch tray already.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just use the tray from my Sideshow R2.
There you go.
And speaking about what you were saying, Dante, we got to start seeing some of these releases. And I think for the Book of Boba, we're gonna get the Boba Fett, the damaged one, not the repaint, but the previous one, extra damage. Pigeon crap on him. You're calling KG. But I think we're going to see that before the year is over. I don't know what you guys think, but with Book of Boba and all that, it seems a little early. But is it that early? Really? It's supposed to be like spring. It's scheduled for like spring next year.
They have the mold for it, so yeah.
That happened with they pushed both Mando figures like months. They came months ahead of time, so I could totally see Boba coming months ahead of time.
That's coming with a head sculpt, so that could take longer for them to perfect that too.
That's true. Yeah. That is true. But with all the hype of Book of Boba, it would be dumb not to.
Yeah,
That's
that'll
true.
make it.
That's true.
Yeah.
So KG, is this a day one pre-order for you?
Not a day one pre-order. I will definitely get this.
Day
You
2
know,
pre-order.
no, it will be probably like
Week
6
one
months
pre-order.
pre-order after. No, it's a great look. I love this is one of my favorite episodes. I think Bill Burr as an in this scene that we saw him with the officer was just great acting, just absolutely great acting. After that, I'm like, I need to have a figure from him, and I don't have the transport trooper in order. I know that he's a pretty good price. It's $220, I believe, on Sideshow. And if they do announce a Bill Burr figure in this outfit, I'll definitely buy it and also buy a transport trooper just to go along with them. But yeah, I'm definitely I want to get it, but it will not be a day one pre-order. And the price, I think a good price for this figure would probably be maybe $250, just because it comes with a head sculpt, so $250 is my guess. $250, $260 for it. Maybe that's pushing it a bit, but yeah, that's my thoughts on it.
Yeah, we have over 100 people watching. Please, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and subscribe to all of these fine gentlemen's channels, and follow them on Instagram, Facebook. All the links are in the description below. Brother Cousins, what do you think about this? If this is announced at one point, is that an instant pre-order for you, or you will wait maybe another few months or few weeks?
It wouldn't be a day one pre-order, but it'll be a buy from Pop Collectibles.
Yeah, Hong Kong.
Straight up. Yeah, it'd be a Hong Kong purchase. Yeah. Bill Burr is one of my favorite comedians, so to have a 1/6 scale Bill Burr, that'd be great. Just
Yeah, exactly.
So Don, you're gonna have the closing thoughts about this, because you mentioned this about the scanning of the head and everything. So go.
All right, I'll be honest with you. I actually have a Bill Burr 3D head sculpt
wow.
waiting to be.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, waiting to I'm waiting to or looking for someone to professionally paint it. So
Love to see that.
I mean, it's not like there's any close visual resemblance or anything. But the fact of the scene, I'm ex-military. This would be a day one pre-order, and I tempt the Denobi 2 Ghost by saying that. But yeah, this would actually be a day one pre-order for me, for a multitude of reasons.
Yeah.
Exactly,
I was
right?
going to say, I do kind of see the resemblance there between you guys.
That's funny.
Yeah,
So-
and this is the thing. So, sometimes it's good to day one pre-order stuff. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
sometimes.
normally do it, and you guys know me. You know that I don't do it. Like, I don't do it. But some figures, why not? Because some figures I just want to secure them, because sometimes I forget, and
Yeah.
maybe by the time I realize, oh shoot, I don't have this figure. Did I pre-order or whatever? I don't want to miss it out, because I
Yeah.
miss out a lot of things because I didn't pre-order stuff, and I waited. But yeah, I usually don't pre-order because I get it. Let's see who's here.
Oh no, is it Denobi?
Yes,
Someone
the
say
ghost
click-
of Denobi.
Oh no, he's back at us again.
Oh my god, yeah, man! I'm telling you, man, he can sense. He sends the day one pre-order. He's like, "What the hell is this guy talking?"
He's like everywhere and nowhere at the same time.
I know. He disappears and then he come back, and then he disappears and then he come back. But yeah, I mean, I think if Hot Toys decides to announce that figure sooner rather than later, that will be pretty good. I mean, a lot of people would
Yeah.
definitely be happy with it. I'll be one of them, and especially if the rumors are true, that we might see the transport trooper before the end of the year. So that's actually even better. So I think we are getting to a good territory here if they do that. But yeah, so that's it for the transport trooper. I know a lot of people are happy with it. Now the next topic, real quick, we're gonna talk about something that a lot of people are and I think we said it before about the Bad Batch. So we are gonna have the full line completed. We said it many times. You can see that we have Echo, we have Crosshair, we have Hunter, and we're missing a couple more, which I think
Two
is
more, I
Tech
believe.
and we're right.
And Omega.
Omega. Okay, so Don, since you are more familiar with about this than me, what are your thoughts? Do you think we're gonna have the full line?
At this
not?
point, yes. Because essentially they can use the heavy Mandalorian body for Wrecker. Now Tech, he's gonna essentially going to be a little harder, but I almost think they can use the Scout Trooper helmet as the base. They're going to have to modify the front, for his glasses. And then I honestly, I think if there's going to be a 2-pack, it might be Omega and Wrecker.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that
And-
would make sense.
Cool.
And talking about Omega, we have Eris from
Eris.
Season Cantina. What's up, my friend?
What's going on, everybody? I was held hostage by Conja Club, but I used my Dark Jedi Force powers and got away, baby.
Nice, brother.
Kanji Club. Yeah, good to have you, my friend. So
Oh, good to be here.
we were talking about the Bad Batch. So we mentioned this many times before that Hot Toys is gonna complete the line of of the Bad Batch, and at this point, it makes sense. It makes sense. So, Eris, you just joined. Give us your thought about it.
Oh, are you asking me like if they're going to come out with the whole Bad Batch?
Really? Yes.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, that's the intel that I got, and even before that, I think that's what you also received, Dante as well, and some of the other people on the panel here. But even before then, I think that there's a lot of money for Hot Toys in clones. I think a lot of collectors were waiting for a long time to start getting some different clone variations, and whether it was from the Bad Batch or from the Clone Wars or from the prequels or so on and so forth. To me, it's just it makes a lot of sense. You see how they're all doing on there. You see how well that the clones did, just with Sideshow, right?
Mhm.
So for Hot Toys and the Bad Batch, look how good Echo did when it first came out, how good it's doing. Look how good Hunter did. So, this one that they teased, which was what is it, Crosshair or Crossfire?
Crosshair.
Crosshair, and then the big one, Wrecker, and I think they're going to come out with all 5 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sergio, what do you think? Are we gonna have all of them?
Well, I don't know what I could possibly add to what Don Prime and Sixco Cantina Aries said about this, except for I mean, we're finally getting the Justice League line. I hope it doesn't take that long to get this full line. Hot Toys, we've had that trouble before, in which they don't
With Guardians of the
complete
Galaxy.
lines.
Yeah.
It's about time, you guys pull the trigger on 2 or 3 members. I mean, come on. Give us the full line. So,
Well, here's the thing, though. The way that they're designing their bodies, I think it's essentially it's going to be, some of these molds are going to be double milked, like Hunter. That's clone commando armor aside from his helmet. Then, if they really want to go deep in the lore, like Wrecker, he could be one of the heavy armored clones. That basically was, if you played the video games, he was essentially, he had like gauntlets with different weapons, and he was wearing the same type of thick armored helmet that Wrecker does. So, I mean, aside from Echo and Tech, you can reuse Crosshairs, aside from his armor, that's a similar body. So, I mean, they can milk these for a bunch of different variants. That's what at least I'm seeing.
That's true.
Yeah, I guess the point I wanted to make is it's kind of like NECA releasing only Donatello, Raphael, and Leonardo, and they leave Michelangelo out. It just doesn't make any sense, So come on, let's get the whole group here.
Right, and it is about time. I mean, they just completed. Oh, it will be next year when Batman and Nightmare Batman and Black Suit Superman and Cyborg are announced and released rather. So this to me, I mean, I know we were talking about this earlier, actually a few months ago. We were hesitant about whether the Hot Toys is gonna complete the line or not, but then we got some intel, and it was confirmed that they're gonna finish the line. So I'm happy for that. So, brother Cousins, what do you think? Do you think that maybe by New York Comic Con we might see another Bad Batch figure, or maybe 2, or maybe 3?
Yeah, I could see that happening. Absolutely. And I mean, I kind of agree with Sergio. I'm a little worried about like the delay of getting it. Like, how long will it take to actually complete that collection?
Yeah.
But if they do a 2-pack, yeah, I can see that can make the process go faster. But then again, on the other side, I do agree with Don, because it's just like what NECA did, and Sergio, I think you kind of alluded to that. Like what the NECA did with the Ninja Turtles, they just changed their heads, but it was the same body. So they can pretty much do the same thing with these figures. It's parts that already exist, so that may get them pushed up to the front of the line a little quick. Hopefully, because I want them.
No, guys, I'm sorry. I'm gonna be sharing some news about figures that are coming out next. So we have over 100 people watching right now. Let's get to 100 likes so I can tell you what's gonna happen, what's gonna come, and the figures that we're gonna be seeing in the next few weeks, few months. So don't forget to hit the like button, please. Let's get to 100 likes sooner rather than later. We have 105. Thank you for watching. Yeah, continue.
Now, let me ask a question though on these figures. Without getting any spoilers, do you think there will be cross compatibility with some of these figures' parts? And
that's a good question.
I think so.
Again, not getting into spoilers.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay. Okay, you can answer that question first.
Oh, like, okay. Yeah, I do think I do think there's going to be a tour for exclusive for one of these figures. I don't have any of the Bad Batch figures on order yet. I'm just, because the show has been really slow for me. There's a lot of good episodes, a lot of really disappointing episodes. But the latest episode that was aired today, really good episode. I do see one figure here being a tour for exclusive. Yeah, I just don't have any of these guys on order, and I really do hope they don't give us the Justice League treatment where they're going to release all of them except for maybe Tech, and then 5 years later we get Tech. So that'd be really messed up. But yeah, I think they're gonna finish. I think Star Wars right now is really big right now. It's the strongest point with Hot Toys. So yeah, I'll eventually get them all. I'm just sort of just waiting on setting up right now. So yeah.
Good. So before I go to Sergio, we have 110 people watching. If you want to know what's coming up next, let's get to 100 likes. So don't forget to like the video, or stream rather. Sergio, now that we know,
I think Sergio went. Did you go, Sergio?
I already shared my thoughts about this. But you're talking about interchanging the parts and all that. But yeah, no, Desi, go ahead. Yeah.
So I didn't think they were going to release the whole team, and I was very adamant about that. But now, now I see it. Yeah, now I see it coming. I don't know how soon we'll get it. I don't know if it'll be like New York exclusive, Comic-Con exclusive, right? Like I don't know when, but I think we will eventually get the whole team. I'm also hoping we get some commandos, like the traditional video game commandos, so now that we saw them, but yeah, I'm thinking the whole team is coming, and this team I will definitely get. Not day one pre-order, because I never do that, but yeah.
The Novi does day one pre-orders.
All the time. That's all he does.
All the time.
Fabio, last time when you were talking about a figure, especially Luke Skywalker, it happened the next day. Now let me ask you this question: do you think we're gonna see the rest of the Bad Batch, or maybe 2 more, or maybe 1 more figure by New York Comic Con?
Hopefully. I mean, you can't. If you ask me, do I want stuff? Absolutely. So whatever comes, just give it to me. I'll take it.
That I think that it is a really high chance that we're probably going to see at least one more figure from the Bad Batch before the end of the year.
Yeah.
And then eventually, hopefully next year, we'll continue, because season 2 was confirmed, right? I think I saw something.
Yeah, season 2 was confirmed. Yeah.
Was confirmed. So we're going to see more of this eventually, maybe new characters. So maybe we're going to be expanding more. So I think right now, and I always said this all the time, I think this is a good time to be a Star Wars fan, because we are getting so many good shows. We haven't seen Boba Fett yet, the book of Boba Fett yet. It is coming. Yeah. Obi-Wan is coming. So you know what that means? We're going to have probably a Vader. We're probably going to have a Anakin. We're going to have a Obi-Wan, obviously. Maybe Windu, either from those shows or from the prequels. I don't know.
There's more. Andor as well.
Andor as well. You know,
Mhm.
we're probably gonna get to K2SO reissue,
Yeah.
maybe with diecast pieces. So, Aries, I'm gonna go with you, my
Bays,
friend.
possibly.
Bay, possibly, right? And I think I saw one guy posting every picture of Hot Toys, boss, putting it like we won this, we won this, we won this. It's just crazy. But Aries, I'm gonna go to you now because you know Star Wars is your forte, obviously. Uh, do you think now, just changing topics now, you know, let's forget about the Bad Batch. I think it's gonna happen. You know, we know that, but you know, we have San Diego Comic Con, we have New York Comic Con, sorry, coming next, right? San Diego Comic Con, I think, is in November,
October, I heard.
October.
October,
Yeah.
October, same
October.
as New York, about the same time.
No,
April.
San Diego is going to do like a virtual one around Thanksgiving with limited participation live.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Okay. So Aries, do you think? And I'm gonna put you in the spot. And I know we were talking earlier about putting in the spot, but do you think that by either New York Comic Con or San Diego Comic Con, we're gonna see Mace Windu?
Mm.
And it's a tough one. I know it's a tough one.
I think we will if the Django gets released early with the final production photos, and
Yeah.
I am thinking that figure is going to be. I believe that Django Fett figure is going to be final production photos. Are going to put that out earlier this year, and I think right in conjunction with the final production photos and when that releases, you're going to have Mace Windu announced before the end of this year. That is my call. Now, whether it would be at San Diego Comic-Con or whether it would be, you know, at the the New York con or whatnot, or so on and so forth. And to be honest with you, I could actually see this particular figure not even being released in conjunction with Eddie Con, but just out of nowhere, kind of like they do with some figures. They're just saying, "Hey, here it is."
Yeah.
I can absolutely see that happening, but I actually believe that this is 100% in my mind going to get officially announced, not even teased, but officially announced before the end of this year.
Damn. So
Hope you're right, Aries.
I'm gonna jump the ladder here. So Fabio, what do you think? Do you think it is possible that we're gonna see Mace Windu either by New York Comic Con or before the end of the year?
If they're going to show them at, anywhere, it's going to be Comic-Con. You know what I mean? That's where people go to, like, see the stuff that, the fact that New York, I feel like there's going to be more people there or actually be there. I feel like New York would be the one, if anything.
Jesse, you are the artist here, and we talk about this many times as well. They pretty much have everything they need. They have a head sculpt that they can just tweak a little bit, put some robes, do a lightsaber. That's it. You have a window.
It should be easy for them. I mean, for Hot Toys, right? So,
Yeah.
can they release it before the end of the year? Announce it, not release? Yeah, they could totally announce it. I don't know why they haven't, but again, probably just production schedule. But will they do it? Yes or no? Will they announce it? I think so. We got several months to go. I'm with Aries on this.
I mean, goodness, they gave us Qui-Gon already, and I love Liam Neeson, and he was the star of the Phantom Menace, but my goodness, give us this already.
Right. Yeah, I agree. Sergio, what do you think? Is it possible?
Yeah, totally. And even more so, maybe that we'll see him in The Mandalorian in the future. I mean, the rumor out there is this guy is still alive. And one of his eyes is really severely damaged, probably can't see out of it. That would be great. And if so, for sure we'll be getting a Mace Windu figure. You know what was one thing I was going to bring up is apparently the color of the lightsaber represents the type of Jedi that you are, but for Mace it was just Samuel Jackson saying, George, I just want a purple lightsaber. From what I heard.
Yeah. This is behind
Well,
the scenes, too. This is behind the
Well,
scenes.
yes, but then there was a whole backstory because he's the only
right?
one that. Yep, it's actually called Vapad. Yep.
Okay, yeah,
So
they
what
create something behind that.
Yeah, so he actually has the ability to basically channel the dark side through himself,
Wow.
but project
Oh,
that
wow.
back. So that's why when he was fighting Palpatine, the more dark side energy Palpatine was putting in, he could actually use that to temporarily like amp himself up, but then he would also put that energy back onto Palpatine. That's why he was able to take, the lightning and basically shrug it off like it was nothing, and that's why he was messing Palpatine up.
Hey, well, that I guess that says he probably did survive that fall. Let's hope so, right?
Hence the mix of the red and blue making purple.
Yep.
Yeah, and actually even better, KG, right? Because if they have a eye severe damage, then they can just use the Nick Fury's head sculpt and just call it for the day, right?
Exactly.
Or the spirit.
But I think it was the other eye though in the promo art.
Is it? I think it's the same eye.
I'm not sure,
No,
but I've got
it's
to.
the other one. Yeah.
It's the other one. Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
Yeah, but I gotta go with single songwriter though. But I'm going with his theory too, because if we see a Mace Windu, I'm thinking we might not see it till Kenobi because of the rumored heavy Clone Wars flashbacks.
Oh,
That's a good point.
You know, they haven't used a license for Clone Wars in a long time. I mean, he showed for season 7 Clone Wars in the animated series. So, if they plan to do an Obi-Wan release, I'm not Obi-Wan, sorry, Mace Windu, release it in the Clone Wars license. So, to put some Clone Wars in. Yeah.
That's true. And brother Cousins, before you answer the question whether Windu is going to happen or not, let's just answer Sinister's SMR question. Does anyone know if Disney controls which characters Hato's releases?
I think so.
If it's under their brand IP, yeah. But if it's something like DC or Transformers or any of the associate brands, no.
Yeah.
But if it's anything that falls under Disney IP, yeah, Disney has the final say as far as what's going to happen under contract.
Right.
There must be like some kind of, hey, if you get the contract to start off, you have to do these number of characters, and then beyond that, of course, you need approvals. My assumption, right? I definitely need approvals, that's for sure. But
plus the popularity, right? Which, which character are you doing,
trending right
and
now?
which one is trending. I mean, Grogu obviously killed it from the beginning, so that's a no-brainer. You're gonna see like Grogu mania, like a bunch of Grogus. But anyway, going back to the Mace Windu topic, brother Cousins, what do you think? Do you think we're gonna see Mace Windu finally officially announced before the end of the year?
Any day now. Honestly, any day. I check that Facebook page just about every day, just like any of us do, and I expect to see that any day now. They already have Samuel L. Jackson's likeness. They can knock this out the ballpark easy. No.
Yep.
Right. Don, final thoughts?
Yeah, like I said, I think this is happening. It's just when they're going to do it and what license they're going to do it under, whether it's going to be Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, or it's going to be under the Kenobi, under the flashbacks. Again, they have the head sculpt. It's going to take reworking. They're going to need to obviously design a new lightsaber. They're going to have to, work on their LED for that unique purple effect. And the thing is, if you're trying to get a CCFL, I don't know of any, purple, blades or, whoever's going to do that. You're going to need to find some pretty specific, translucent purple paint to get that effect. That's going to be the biggest issue, is getting that color right in the lightsaber.
Is it possible that they do it like Ahsoka, and we don't just get it under one license, but you get a Clone Wars version, you get a prequels version, you get a Kenobi version? Listen, I'll buy every version of Mace Windu they put out. Do you hear that, Howard? So don't just stick with one. Give us a bunch.
There you go.
Yeah, no, and okay, so we were talking about earlier in the show about the Mandalorian look, right? How nice was to see that finally announced, but there is one figure that and we spoke about this many times as well, that if they announce Luke Skywalker from either Bespin or Mandalorian, whatever is first, the next one should come next, right?
Yep.
So my sources are telling me that now that we've seen Mando Luke, this guy should be the next one to come. And I'm going to start with Aries on this one, because we'll be talking about this many times. Now, we were talking about if window might be announced before the end of the year, or maybe by some type of San Diego Comic Con or New York Comic Con. You know, they showed this figure already, so we know they have it. We know they have it. I know they've been working on this. They were deciding whether Luke Mando or Luke Bespin is going to be first. Mando first. Mando Luke was first. So now, do you think we're going to get this guy actually sooner rather than later?
The intel that I've received says that this is actually coming this year. So that this is going to be officially announced. But you have to wonder. I don't know why I have this gut feeling. I have nothing to justify it, to be quite honest with you. But I keep seeing Hoth Luke in my mind, and I don't know why. And I keep seeing Bespin Han, and I really don't know why. So while I see this coming out, and I really hope it does, I feel like that there's something out there looming. I mean, I'd love to have a Hoth Luke. I'd love a Tauntaun, to be honest. I know I talk about it a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I do think that some type of original trilogy Luke is going to be coming out this year, because I think that they're going to give us a couple of original trilogy figures before the end of the year, that just from the original trilogy. I do see this coming, but I don't know. I got this feeling inside that, I don't know, something could be coming with it.
Hoth?
I don't know. But I see it, yes.
Fabio, what do you think? Do you think we're going to get this guy before or by, New York Comic Con, or maybe before the end of the year?
But the reissue, I got him already. I don't know what you're talking about.
No. This one here. Yeah, I know you got it.
Yeah, no. So you're talking about what? Reissuing that one? Because that's
this one was Well, they're gonna re-announce or
they had
re-release this one.
They had a DX.
Yeah, 2-pack DX.
Right, but it will not be according to of what I heard, it will not be a DX version. It will be just a single.
Oh, that makes sense.
figure.
No,
So it's gonna be like a new release type of, right?
Yeah, no, that's 100%, because like I said, that figure, that Bespin DX double pack, everybody wants that now, and it's like impossible to get.
Yeah.
So I feel like this is Hot Toys' way of saying, you're not going to get that again, but here's so you can have this one. You know what I mean? So I feel like if it does come out, there's no reason why it shouldn't.
Right. And Jesse, we spoke about this many times as well. Talking about the reissues, and some people, they don't like the reissues, some people like it. Mixed feelings everywhere as always. But if this is a straight straight new release, because it will be Bespin Luke, but it's not the same as the original one.
Yeah.
Do you think this is more doable?
Yeah, and that's my question here, right? What head sculpt are they going to use? Because even the head sculpt in this picture, that's not the original DX. What is it, 7 or whatever release, right? This is the Return of the Jedi.
Head sculpt, yeah.
Right. So is it going to be this head sculpt? Is it going to be the new head sculpt they just announced with this hairpiece? Like, what is it going to be? I'm curious. And yes, I still want a Tauntaun. But that's neither here nor there.
Get the Hasbro 12-inch, man. You can get one with the Luke or a Han for $60 off eBay.
That's true. With a nice little paint job, that would look nice.
I know. And Sergio, what do you think? Do you think we're gonna get this guy sooner rather than later?
I sure hope so, because I am a big sucker for Mandalorian, but I'm an even bigger sucker for the original trilogy. So yeah. And Empire, who doesn't love Empire? So
I love Empire Strikes Back.
My favorite one. Yep.
Yeah. Fantastic. Yeah. I mean, like Fabio was saying, so many people want that double pack of Luke. What was it? DX. Which DX was that one? Anybody remember?
2?
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Speaking of. So yeah, so many people are really want this double pack. So it would only make sense.
Fabio, before I go to you, I wanna welcome Seth from MCR, right?
MCE.
MCE. Oh my God, I always get it wrong. I'm so sorry. MCE.
Sorry if my internet's a little choppy. It's been on the fritz tonight, so I don't know what's going on.
No problem, Seth.
Oh,
Thank you
look at
so
that.
much for making it. You know, he had a show previously, so he was kind enough to make some time and show up. So welcome, Seth. We have Fabio from Fast Figures, Desi Metamorphic Costumes, Brother
up, man?
Cousins, KG Collector, Sergio from GEMIITOYS, Aries from Cantina, Dumb Prime, and of course, what's popping, Seth.
How's it going, guys?
Hey,
Hello.
Hey, let's go.
So we,
Fellow Floridian.
Yeah.
all right, so
You're gonna be a MegaCon?
No, I don't think so. I don't think I can go to
Okay.
MegaCon, but
all right, let me show Fabio because he's holding his DX.
Those are awesome. Still to
those
this
are
day.
awesome.
they do. They really
look
hold up.
great.
It's
Yeah,
amazing.
they hold up pretty well.
What are they going for on eBay right now?
Oh,
Like 800.
Too much?
Well,
$600, $700, $800.
crazy.
Yeah, my cousin lucked up. He actually got them for $500 about 2 years ago.
Wow.
I guess the guy needed the cash.
I just saw those. I actually just saw those at a con that I was at. Somebody had it for like $1,000.
Woo.
Wow.
This is my favorite part of that double pack.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
And that version's trending up.
Nice.
Was that just a special edition that came with?
It came with all the DX, the
All of them came with that.
Well, with
Oh,
the
wow,
exclusive.
I do hope we get that with the re-release.
Yeah, no, you won't.
So Seth, do you have that DX look?
No, so I'm not. I wouldn't say that I'm not a Star Wars guy. I only buy the Mandalorian ones. So I have the best car Mando. I have IG-11. I have the heavy gunner, the heavy Mando. And I have Commander Cody. Those are really like the only 3 Star Wars Hot Toys I have. Most of the stuff I have is just solely around Marvel. So,
Nice.
As you guys can see, I got the Age of Ultron Hulk. I've got the Hulk
I see that.
with the Mark 40 with the Mark 43 coming out of it.
Very
So
nice.
Yes.
yeah.
And you did recently an unboxing live, and actually I was on that live stream.
Yeah.
Because I don't have the balls to do a live unboxing, to be honest with you. if you see when I record my videos, man, like every time I'm doing something, I'm dropping stuff. So
No, man, your reviews are actually done very, very tastefully and very professionally.
Yeah.
I just prefer to do the live stream. Now, don't get me wrong. I've had my fair share of drops during the live stream.
Really?
And it's funny too because I remember I was unboxing the War Machine from Endgame, and somebody was asking me during the stream. They're like, "Oh, have you ever dropped a hot toy before?" And I'm like, "No, I've never dropped a hot toy before." The minute that live stream ended, I picked it up. It slipped out of my hand and it hit the floor, and one of the shoulder pads busted off. And I was able to fix it. It wasn't that big of a deal.
Good.
But it's just like, oh, you jinxed me. You know?
Yeah. Totally
I have to watch that video, man, because I was actually praising him. And thanks God nothing happened, but because he was showing everything very nicely done. And when I do my recordings, for some reason, I don't know, maybe because I'm rushing, maybe because I have so many things to do, I always drop something. And if I show you guys, you will be laughing. I think from now on, I'm gonna put after credits with all those bloopers.
You do the bloopers,
I'm telling
Yeah.
you, man.
Dante, I have an idea for you. You're gonna do a live unboxing, and you're gonna install the batteries on an Iron Man figure.
Oh my
God! You see those
That's like losing a
batteries.
bet.
Powerful.
I have to tell my daughter.
That sounds evil.
Do any of you
Nah,
guys?
dude. I mean, I'll be honest. I just installed. I just got the Hollow Mark IV off Amazon for $230.
Oh, nice.
And I mean, at this point, because like I said, I do the soap reactor installs for the hardwired battery wires instead of the normal wires. I got all 4 ports done in 5 minutes last night. So yeah.
Power to you, man.
Do any of you guys have a Hulk? Do any of you guys have a Hulk Buster or no?
No.
I have two.
Sir Fabio has.
Okay, let me tell you something. Putting the batteries in this thing possibly had to be the most challenging task ever. I think it took me almost like an hour and a half to get all the batteries in because I got sausage fingers. So I mean, it's hard to do that. But
And those ridiculous plastic tweezers they give us is what a
Oh my
joke.
God. That doesn't
my
help.
God.
That's why I never.
No, let me give you
Precision
let me give you
tools.
that. No, the key
flip.
is micro precision jewelers tools, because you literally
There
can
you
use
go.
instead of the screwdriver. It's small enough you can actually like move it, and it'll move the spring, but it's not large enough where it actually will impede you from putting like another battery or another connecting piece in. So precision jewelers tools.
Yeah, I use a watch kit. That's what I use.
So far, my most challenging battery installing process, which I gave up, I managed to do it once, and then the second time I gave it up, is the Spider-Man Iron Spider in the head. I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know if you guys have dealt with that, but
Oh, yeah.
The magnet's right there. The magnet's right there, and the battery goes right to the magnet every time.
Yeah, that one was a little
God.
challenging.
To me, the toughest one.
Holy crap!
The toughest one to me to date, and trust me, I've done many reviews. I've done many figures, but to me, the toughest one is freaking Rescue. Rescue is hard as hell. Like especially the arms. It's just so the batteries are so tiny, man. I have to tell my daughter you need to wear a helmet next to me because these things are popping like, dude.
Yeah.
I was about to throw the figure away. I'm like, yo, this is just the most annoying thing ever. I think I spent like close to 35 minutes putting the freaking batteries, and I think I recorded the whole video in 30 minutes. So it's pretty much took me more time to put the batteries than actually doing the actual recording of the review.
Yeah.
Insane.
Yep.
Insane.
Been there.
It took me 40 to 45 minutes to finish the batteries for Mark 85. It was just I was sweating.
Yeah.
But that's it. No, that's it. I'm done.
How about the shins on the Mark 85? That was hard. I still didn't get the batteries in for that.
Oh,
Oh,
horrible.
do not remind me of that moment.
Oh, like the Mark 50, where you have like instead of the normal just 4 sets, you got like all the pieces in the leg, and then all the shoulder. I mean, like I've got the quarter scale Mark III, and like there's ports in the legs just for the leg lights, and that's essentially you got the same batteries set up in that as you do in a quarter scale. So.
I'm sitting here looking at everybody's setups right now, which are really cool. But then I'm looking at Brother Cousin's toy review, and I see that Chucky over your shoulder. That thing is creeping me the hell out.
Yeah. Can you
I got
show
two
us?
of them actually.
Can you show us?
Oh my god,
Oh,
man, that thing is
Lord.
creeping me the hell out.
It's okay. They're in a case. It's all right.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Can you show us? Or is that too much to ask, Brother Cousins? Can you show
Yeah,
us
I can
one?
get it. Yeah.
Oh wow.
I want.
Okay.
I wanted to ask him like a long time to show. Thanks,
Yeah.
God, that
And I
he brought
see-
that up.
Who
I
makes
see,
those? NECA makes those?
These are from Tots Trick or Treat Studios.
Oh, that's
Ah,
right. I've
Trick
heard
or
of
Treat
those.
Studio.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
oh boy.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh my. I don't want that hearing, man. Oh my god.
Shoot.
The only thing that sucks about him is the hands aren't. They don't. He just has one pose in his hands. Like or his fingers can't articulate or anything like that. So what I did is I put a little magnet right here and just
Oh, I remember you mentioning that. Yeah.
put the little knife in there like that.
And
Yeah. There you go.
Why don't you give him a real knife? That would look even better.
oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm too chicken shit.
I hear you.
Yeah, right. A real knife? Are you kidding me? That thing blinked. I swear to God, I just said blinked.
It's supposed to blink, right?
What happened to Brother Cousins?
And the funny thing about it, that's my wife's favorite figure. She was like, whatever you do, because I buy and sell a lot of stuff, and she was like, you better never sell that. I was like, of course.
All right. Now here's the second most important question: does she like the show Snapped?
She watches that too. Yeah. So yeah, if you don't,
Okay.
if you don't see me, just know that's who did it.
Yeah, that thing looks creepy as hell.
Yeah.
man.
Talk
Like,
about don't F with Chuck.
I know,
All right,
right?
for real.
So I'm gonna. So Seth, thank you so much for showing
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
I
no
appreciate
problem.
it, man. Thank you everyone for
I'm sorry
joining
if
us.
I'm
For
late. I'm
waiting.
sorry if I'm late. I wish
Oh,
I
no
could have
problem,
came in
man.
sooner to chat up with everybody else.
No worries. Especially you came in a good time because we're gonna start talking about some rumors of figures that are coming up next.
Oh, my favorite. My favorite.
So let's see how many likes we have because I said 100 likes. We're 91 likes. Come on, guys. We need 9 more. Let's do 9 more. We get 100 likes. I'm gonna tell you everything I
Hey,
know.
I'll be right back.
Everything I know. So, we have a few things coming. A few things coming. We were talking about earlier about some of the rumors I heard from my guys in Hong Kong that the transport trooper that is supposed to be released Q1 next year is going to be actually released this year towards the end of the year, which it makes sense because it's really a
Easy
helmet
figure to
figure,
make, no head sculpt.
right? It is exactly. It's an easy one to do. But we have a few others that are coming next. And as far as I know, I think we're going to have 4 figures this month, 4 figures next month, and so on. And then I think towards the end of the year, either October, November, December, we're going to see a lot of figures coming. A lot of figures coming. So just, get your wallets ready, my friend, because, you're going to need a bigger wallet for sure. So let's see. We just need 6 more likes. And I'm gonna tell you everything I know. But in the meantime, while we're waiting for the extra likes, Seth, you mentioned that you are a fan of Marvel, right?
Yeah, I'm a big Marvel guy when it comes to the Hot Toys. Obviously this is just part of what I have. I have a whole nother side of the room over there. If you guys have seen my other setup, I've got a whole bunch of other Hot Toys over there, and I got Gladiator Hulk over there. I've got Ultron Thanos. I've got Igor. I have the other Hulk Buster from Infinity War, and I got a bunch of Iron Mans. I'm a huge Captain America guy. That's my thing. I'm a huge Cap guy.
There you go.
Nice.
Nice.
So I'm gonna start with you on this one because what if? Yeah, right.
Wow.
We got this announcement of Tommy Hunter Spidey with Doctor Strange cape.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about this one?
To me, don't get me wrong. I like Spider-Man, but again, I've been saying this a lot lately on my streams and also talking with other people. I'm not a fan of people releasing stuff before the show's out.
Yeah.
Totally agree.
It ruins the mystique, the mystique of everything, and people people want to watch the show. People want to formulate their own opinions of things. So it's okay, in the fact that it had the only difference from any other Spider-Man is that it has Doctor Strange's cape. That's really about it at the end of the day. As far as the material on the suit goes, it actually looks like the material that they used on the Iron Spider. And if that's the case, then that's a pass because you could barely even pose that figure because of the material.
Yeah.
That's a museum. That's just a straight museum pose. You keep him in that. Me personally, if they're going to continue to make Spider-Mans, they need to make the Spider-Man the way that they made the upgraded suit from Far From Home.
Yeah.
That is by far the best material they used for any Spider-Man suit so far to date. So
and I'm gonna agree with that because I actually did a posting video for that upgraded suit, and I was able to pull really crazy poses with that one, and the suit didn't damage at all. So it was a good material. They used a really good material with that one. Articulation, ratcheted joints, perfect. That's why we need to have in figures, right? Ratcheted joints for better articulation. And talking about ratcheted joints, before I forget, our friend Easy Company Collectibles has been sick, unfortunately for the past week. So he's in the hospital recovering. So I'm gonna wish my friend the speedy recovery. We really miss you, man. I hope you get well and get back because we really need Easy Company Collectibles. We need his buyer passes. We need his charisma, his jokes, his sarcasm. So wish you the best, my friend. Hopefully you get a speedy recovery.
Feel better, Easy.
Yeah,
Better, man.
Better.
Yep.
So I just needed to mention that before I forget because Ratchet Jones is his thing. Ratchet Jones.
Yes.
And
and that's the thing about Spider-Man too. You're supposed to be able to push the boundaries with the posing on Spider-Man. Especially with the legs and the arms and everything like that, and to make him in the swinging
right.
pose. You can't
torso,
do that.
Even the torso.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see here, John. You can see here that the suit is stretching a little bit, right? So this probably is going to be a pain in the ass to pose.
Yeah. Now the thing with the suit, it does look like the same material as Iron Spider, but the suit itself is the Disney suit, the Disney
Yeah, Disney
exclusive
suit.
suit. That's for the for like the Avengers Campus and on their cruise lines. So, and again, I saw this. They had it on display at Comic-Con 2019, like in a Stark Tech booth. Set up like that. So, I mean, the suit itself and the symbol is sharp as heck. But like you're saying, the suit, it's gonna, if you leave that, like the legs position like that, you're either gonna rip the suit or you're gonna leave yourself some serious crease marks.
Right. Yeah, I agree. So this is gonna be one of the painful ones. But anyway, so I'm gonna talk to you guys about the upcoming releases. Because honestly, I don't want to wait until we get 100. I'm tired, and I know a lot of you guys are tired as well.
Mhm.
I can do this all night. I can do this all night long, man. I'm good, dude.
Only 2 more.
All right, so let's get to 100 then. Brother Cousins, what do you think about this figure? Do you think this is something that you will get, or this is gonna be a pass?
It's going to be a pass, but what I will say, I think it's one of the most gorgeous Spider-Man suits ever. Like, just I believe the cape is removable, but
Yeah,
I really like that suit. I think the head sculpt is great. I think I'm looking at the little, most Spider-Man figures, right where the ankle joint is, you have that weird gap. This one doesn't seem to have it. I mean, it's a beautiful suit. I love the web shooters on the outside of it. I mean, I really like the suit. I really want it, but like you guys were saying, I just think it's going to be a museum pose figure, like Iron Spider. That's the only thing that's holding me back from getting it. And I'd rather see I want to see the show. I don't have any connection to this yet, but then I may see the show and be like, damn, I need to get that figure. So, yeah.
It's all right. I got three, so you can buy it from me.
I mean, how did you do it?
I actually just came off of a claim sale on my channel, and I was actually selling off some Hot Toys, but nobody was interested. I was kind of disappointed.
Oh, really? What you have for sale?
I have the two that I have left. I have the holographic Mark IV.
Oh.
Okay.
I was selling this for $250, and then I had the Mark 50. I was selling for $385. So.
Well, speaking of, just as an interlude to the Mark 50.
Lord.
Damn. So you know Zombie Hunter Spider-Man, right?
Fabio. Fabio, you should just
Lord.
I'll wait on that. Damn.
after showing us that, Fabio, you should just say, "I have spoken."
That actually looks like that looks like my storage unit, man.
Yeah.
I got all my Hot Toy boxes are all piled up in my storage unit along with my statue boxes. It's even hard to get in there.
But these are sealed.
Oh,
yeah.
So you're hoarding
So
them.
no wonder.
Let me see if I can get you guys a better angle from here.
Of the fort, you're building a fort with that, right?
Jesus.
Yeah.
Hey, I think I could. Yeah.
Hey, do you guys remember DuckTales when Scrooge McDuck had like the little money bin that he would dive?
Great. Now you just put the song all in our heads again.
Don't get me started because I know the whole song from start to finish.
Oh god. So let's start
Don't-
singing now.
don't do that.
Exactly. Okay, so I'll just jump in. So the zombie Spider-Man, I think that's kind of coming out with it would be an accessory because another rumor is the Mark 50 will be specialized again, but this time for a zombie Iron Man Mark 50 from What If, and it will be coming with a zombified Tony Stark head sculpt. Not like the skull for the Mysterio illusion version where it's half the mask and then the other half's the skull. This is gonna be like the What If animated style where it's like it's not like full skull, but it's all like he's white and almost kind of decomposing, but not.
All right. Okay. So what we're gonna do now is, I think we already got 100
you're at
likes.
100, yeah.
So I'm gonna start this one with Ares because we talked about this many times. So I'm not gonna go in the order that they're gonna be coming out, but I'm just gonna tell you which ones are gonna be coming out. Just because then at the end I'll tell you the order. But Rex is coming. So Rex is coming. It's gonna be soon. I don't know how soon, because Hot Toys is the one that decides when these guys are coming out. But again, this is not in the order that are coming out. Just let me be clear on that one. So Aries Rex is gonna come out soon. What do you think? Are you? I mean, I know you're excited. I know you're excited about this.
2 weeks. 2 weeks, baby.
2 weeks.
Get ready to spill your coffee. 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
And then 2-3 weeks after that, well, I won't say it, but go ahead. I'm not going to spoil what you're probably going to put on.
Ahsoka.
Ahsoka.
All right. So
Ahsoka and Grogu. No, just kidding.
yeah, no, right. So that's one. So the next one that is also coming soon, is this one here.
Yep.
Ahsoka.
Yep.
Ahsoka is coming sooner rather than later. So get ready for this one. And again, I'm telling you what is coming. This is not the order that is coming. I just want to repeat myself and make sure that you guys
5
know.
weeks.
I'm not saying that this is gonna be like tomorrow or next week. No. This is soon, very soon. It's in the pile of the upcoming releases. So that's another one, Ahsoka. And I think this one is an easy one because you don't need a license for the likeness. In my opinion, right? Because this is just a generic Hescope. I don't see anything.
Hey, it has rolling eyes, baby, and it's not a DX.
Yeah, that's a good thing. So that's the other one, right? Now the next one that we should see coming soon as well, and I know Seth is gonna be happy with this one, is gonna be Iron Patriot.
Yes.
So this one should be coming soon as well.
I'm super stoked for that one.
As far as based on my conversation I got with my source today, they actually have the packaging and everything ready for this one.
Wow.
So
it's great.
I'm just sharing what I heard. I mean, if it doesn't happen, don't kill me. I'm just sharing what I was told.
I'm happy about it, but I'm not happy about that price tag.
Yeah.
Boy.
That price tag.
These diecast. It's funny because these diecast ones, they just seem to be going up in price on like a regular basis, and it's like, I mean, just like a year, like even last year, we had some diecast Ironmans that were below $400. $400. Now all of a sudden, we're getting some that are over the 400, almost 500 mark, and it's like at that point, everything on that body should be nothing but diecast. There should be no plastic. At that price point, there should be no plastic on that body whatsoever.
I've seen the prototype of this. He's a big, hefty boy.
I was going to say, I feel like the figure's going to be massive, so I think that price
is going to be
it's
going to be huge.
Yeah.
All right, so get ready. The next one. So the next one, I'm gonna now we're gonna jump to the announcement and then continue with the releases. So the next one that we're gonna see officially announced is gonna be Loki and Sylvie.
Sylvie, yeah.
So those two, and I think this is gonna be by New York Comic Con because they already showed us the pictures actually on this one. Let me see if I can find it. Actually, one picture only, but let me just find it real quick. You know what? I had it up and I closed it. I'm such an idiot.
I was gonna say the way you showed our pictures before, it looked like character select from Street Fighter.
Choose your fighter.
I had to throw that out there.
Let me look for it real quick. I think it was behind the Bad Batch pictures. I don't know if you guys noticed. Let me show you. Let me see if I can find it here.
Don Prime, are those Maju cases you got?
Yes, they are.
How do you like those? I've been kind of eyeballing those.
They're nice. The only thing is, if you're placing an order now, expect an extended wait time, because they're custom built to your order.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I ordered mine like months ago. Months. I think I ordered it was December last year. Yeah, it takes a long time. It is a
Okay.
long time. I lost. I don't know where I put the picture, man. I just had it. Hold on. Maybe. Maybe not.
Any of you guys? While he's looking for that, any of you guys watch the Suicide Squad yet?
Oh, it was a great movie.
Not yet. I'm dying to
Not
see
yet.
it. Yeah, I
I
want to
haven't
see
watched it yet.
I want a King Shark really bad now.
I
That
think
figure
we.
looks great. That King Shark, the prototype.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's gonna have like what 2 points of articulation if they release it.
Yeah.
It's all
What
about
can
the
they
presents,
do?
man.
Yeah.
It's all about the presents. Pretty good.
King Shark
Well,
looks like he just needs a hug.
Yeah.
Man, I cannot find the freaking picture, man. And I really had it. Really had it. Hold on, maybe here. What the hell is it? But anyway, so just I don't want to drag this any longer. But yeah, so Sylvie and Loki are the ones who probably going to be announced by New York Comic Con. Probably earlier, but those are the ones, right? Okay, so now for the next one, let's see what else. Because I have it's a lot that is really happening.
If
They're
they do
catching up.
I'm such an idiot. I had it all the time hiding here.
If they do a
So-
special edition,
Yeah.
if they do a special edition of that, one of the exclusives needs to be an alligator Loki. That
Yeah,
comes
that's what I
with
was
it.
thinking too. An alligator. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, that's
What I mean,
definitely a
I'm
tease
saying-
right there.
I feel like the
Indeed.
alligator they'll add it to one of the figures as like
I've
a-
heard it's going to be a 2-pack with Loki and Sylvie.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be
That makes
interesting.
sense.
kinda
That could be
cool.
at the X. Could be at
Yeah.
the X,
That'd be
right?
cool.
Because now that they're throwing 2-packs everywhere. So anyway, so that's Loki. So yeah, that's expect the announcement sooner rather than later. So that's the one, and then the next one that and talking about the Hulk that Seth has behind him, we're gonna see this guy coming as well, Professor Hulk, or Hulk, or whatever.
Yeah, this
Do
one.
you guys have this on order? I'm
No.
interested. You guys? No.
No.
This one's gonna be a pass for me.
I ordered 3.
Oh my.
And this is
Well-
gonna be the head sculpt.
Head sculpt looks much better.
Oh wow!
Way.
I didn't see the updated head sculpt. That looks
Yeah.
good.
And then
Oh,
they took it out actually. Then they take it out also with the Mark 85 as well.
Right.
A bell damage.
oh wow!
I could see this guy going for clean.
That sculpt kind of turns me around on it because I was going to pass on this one.
Yeah,
And
me too. But when I saw this, I was like, yeah, it looks.
yeah, that
And
looks
shout
good.
out to Ronnie Stark because he posted this in his Facebook group,
Nice.
Hot Toys Kingdom. So I just took the picture and show it. So
Yeah, it
I
looks
need to
great.
give the credit because he took the picture. So thanks for sharing that with us, Ronnie.
Yeah, the-
But yeah, I mean, if this is the head sculpt that is this figure is gonna come with,
Looks
it's
to
gonna be a really good improvement.
Yeah.
And to the point that we discussed previously with Easy and with a lot of people, that Hot Toys is really paying attention to the head sculpts and trying to make it better, trying to make it good from the start, because they don't want to have the
should.
Tony Stank issues that cause
Yeah.
delays, and it was a chain reaction pretty much.
Yeah.
See, I don't know how you guys are. I'm not really a big fan of pre-ordering Hot Toys. I actually prefer to see them in person before I purchase them. So it's like right now, like I'm looking at the Hulk. Yeah, that portrait looks clean and it looks really good. But the issue is that how really well is the articulation going to be with that suit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The onesie pajamas.
On it. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, who knows? Because maybe they do some type of. By looking at the picture here, you can see that the suit is continuing through the arm, so it's not like two separate
Yeah.
pieces, right?
Yeah.
So yes, maybe the articulation might be a little limited, right? But the head sculpt is an improvement, and that's a good thing. I mean, I think this is what we really need, a better head sculpt, because the prototype wasn't that great, and if you have Ray and Seth, you have Ray,
Yes.
Kylo Ren. When we saw the prototypes, and then when the final product, it was an improvement.
Completely stepped up. Let me
Completely
tell you,
improved,
I opened up Ray because I'm doing a review on Ray. Right, I'm actually filming it, finishing up right after I get off the stream. That figure is beautiful. I wasn't going to get that figure at all, but on likeness alone, I'm putting it in a list of figures of the year. I'm not even going to lie. I think it's amazing.
Looks great.
Right.
Right.
Right. So now people asking me, okay, what's the order of figures that we're gonna see next? All right, so let me just put now this in order. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this in order. All right, so this is gonna be the next one coming, right?
Yep.
I can probably tell you it's probably gonna be next week,
Next week.
either
Yeah,
Monday or
makes sense.
Friday, one of those 2 days, or maybe
Yeah.
either Monday, Tuesday, or Friday.
Yeah.
right? We should see this one. So that's the one. The next one should be this one, the Patriot.
Yep.
He should be the next one,
Oh, my wallet hurts.
right? After this one, after this one, we should see this one here, Captain
I
Rex.
can't wait for this one.
After Captain Rex,
Ahsoka.
we should see Ahsoka, and after Ahsoka, and I didn't put the picture here, we should see actually Anakin from the
Oh,
Clone
wow.
Wars, but also, and Ares, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I think you heard this again from your sources as well, that Clone Wars Obi-Wan, right? That should be announced soon as well.
That's what I heard. I heard it's going to be like one of these Toy Fair or one of these con exclusive, and it's going to come out in conjunction with whenever they go ahead and release this Anakin from the Clone Wars. So that's what I'm hearing what they're going to do. To me, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But I think they should have came out with that Obi-Wan before then. But I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. And another figure that also it should be coming soon as well. And we were talking behind the scenes with Don, so I'm gonna give a shout out to Don because he mentioned this. Is this guy as well?
Oh,
The Death Wash.
Yeah, makes
So
sense.
this one also should be sooner rather than later. So we're gonna see a bunch of things happening, and we knew that this is gonna happen. I mean, we're gonna get hammered in the next few quarters. So the last 2 quarters of this year.
Yeah.
So
Fabio, how many?
Fabio, how many?
It's just it's
I've
just
got
Mando
one.
overload right now. Everything is just Mandalorian. They're just kicking out all that stuff. I mean,
It's
you
the
know,
most
it's
completed line right now with Hot Toys. It's crazy.
it's hard to keep. I mean, I don't know how you guys feel about it, but it is hard to keep up with a lot of this stuff.
It is.
really is.
No, it really is.
It is difficult.
Yeah.
Even
It's
for
hard
me
to
that
pay
I
for all
do-
this stuff.
It's hard to pay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's much harder
it
for
is.
people, who are collecting 3 franchises, and Marvel, Star Wars, and DC. It's
Yeah, that's why I don't keep all my figures because I'm doing reviews of pretty much everything that's coming out, so it will be impossible for me to. First of all, I don't have the space,
yeah.
and second of all, it's a lot of money, right? So
Yeah,
buying
it's a lot.
figures every time, every release, at the end adds up. So I need to be smart how I do my purchases, how I if buy and sell to get extra funds and continue with the chain, right? But the most important thing that I always give this advice to any collector: always have get a budget before you go into this hobby.
Yeah.
Get a budget. One, be organized. Don't just buy because everyone is buying it. Just be smart about what you buy. If you like it, you buy it. If you don't like it, don't buy it, even if 10 people are buying it. Because that when you follow the hype, that's where the problem comes.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And you get into a
definitely.
hole. I was in the hole at one point years ago when I started. I learned my lesson. Not anymore. So,
I'm gonna tell you, for being a new reviewer, the turning point for me was the anti-spider anti-ox suit. Because as a reviewer, I wanted to get it and review it, but then I kept looking at the figure and I was like, do I really want this?
Yeah.
Do I really want it? Do I want it just to review it, or do I want it in my collection? And I passed on it and bought Hellboy because I really wanted Hellboy. So
Yeah.
yeah, you just have to make
Hellboy's
them.
much
You can get
more-
caught up real quick in this
It's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, you need to control your collection. You can't let your collection control you.
Yeah. Don't be
Very well
priced out.
said. Yeah.
that's true, yeah.
I wish
Fury,
I wish I
don't
had-
collect.
I wish I had all your guys' mentality. Unfortunately, I just go ham on everything.
Yeah, well, I have to get everything before my channel because I do unboxing and reviews, so I have to
Yeah.
get all the releases, right? But I don't keep all of them because some of them are not the characters that I really like. Like I'm not super fan of Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man, but I'm not like crazy fan that I need to have all of them, right? I can review and then sell it and then continue with the next one, and whatever. I'm gonna collect everything from the Mandalorian line. I'm gonna get all of them, and I'm gonna keep all of them because I like the show. So that's what I'm gonna do. Same thing with Avengers, with Avengers line. I want to have one of each, but I'm gonna get actually in total probably 2 or 3 armaments. Well, 3 armaments: the battle damage Mark
Yep.
85, which we've seen pictures of supposedly the final product, but it's not the final product yet. Just so you guys know, don't get discouraged because you've seen pictures. It is not the final product yet. So because I heard a lot of people talking, oh, if this is gonna be the final product, I don't want it. And
The
don't
chest plate looks like we.
It looks because they
Shoulder pad
right
looks
because it
really
is not
bad.
maybe more
Yeah.
painting, maybe more details here and there. They just needed to put it there for the presentation, right?
So you think it's a second prototype?
It is probably a second prototype.
Okay.
It is probably a second prototype because that one should be this year as well. So we should expect to see that Mark 85 battle damage. But yeah, so it is hard like
Yeah.
to keep everything, especially if you're like because I do the reviews, I need to get all of them, but I don't keep them. 'Cause I don't
Yeah.
have,
Makes sense.
because the
Oh.
space. The space.
Don't get priced out,
Yeah, no, you get priced out. Yeah, so those are the figures that we should be seeing. So now I'm gonna wrap this up. Fabio, thank you everyone. First of all, so Fabio, where can we find you? What is next? What is upcoming next for you?
TikTok Fabs Figures, Instagram Fabs Figures. My Facebook group is 16 Evolution, and hopefully, beginning middle of next week, I'll have my second collection tour for you guys.
Nice. Nice to that.
Wait to see that.
Is that going to be a weekly episode for
Like a
3 months?
trilogy?
It's going to be a 5-hour
It's
video.
gonna be like a trilogy.
On the
5-hour
third
video.
episode.
I know, right?
It's
Desi, where
episodes.
can we find you? I know.
You guys can find me at Instagram metamorphic_customs, and just Google it. You'll find me, find my work there.
Yes, and by the way, I did 2 reviews of the dioramas that he made for me, and man, beautiful pieces. You need to check them out.
Great
for
work.
sure.
Thank you so much, man.
Yes. Brother Cassis, where are we gonna find you, my friend?
Brother Cousins on YouTube. I got some reviews coming out next week. I'm reviewing Battle Damage Thanos. It should be here sometime next week. I thought it would be here this weekend, but you know how it is with the shipping and COVID and everything.
Yeah.
So but that's coming up. I got a collection tour myself at some point. I should be dropping Rey Skywalker. I should be dropping her probably tomorrow. And Kylo just went up, so that's it.
Nice.
Yeah.
KG, what's next to your channel, and where can we find you, my friend?
Well, you can find me on YouTube, KG Collector. I'm actually starting to do live streams back again. I did one yesterday with a YouTuber named Paystrick, which was
Nice.
fun. And I'll be doing. Oh, and you also can find me on Instagram, KG_Collector. And I'll be doing a Captain America Endgame figure review. Not unboxing, but a review. Just my overall thoughts and feelings for that figure. Yeah.
Nice. Eris.
You can find me on Tatooine at the 6 scale cantina, baby. We have
nice
lots of
place to be.
coffee and lots of spotchka. And I'm going to be live and raw this Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern. There you go.
Can't wait.
Seth.
Yeah, as far as I actually got in the mail the other day, I still have yet to unbox it. I got to do the review on it. I got the Bro Thorin from Endgame, so I got to go ahead and do the review on that. Also, Monday I'll do another. I'm going to do another live episode of what I call the Hot Toys Lounges, where I unbox them live. I think I'll probably wind up unboxing. Probably the Neon Tech 2.0 War Machine. So I'll probably be unboxing that, and if I have enough time, dude, I was so stoked. I went to a con last Friday, and this dude was basically had a table, and he was just giving away Hot Toys. I actually picked up the rescue edition of Captain America. I got that at a steal. I got that for like $325. I got that thing at a steal.
Wow,
that's
Yeah.
great.
Damn,
One of my
nice.
favorites.
Really good.
Yeah.
So I might, if I have enough time, I might throw that in there. If not, I'm sure I got something else that I'll unbox as well. So, and you guys can check me out on MCE, or you can also follow me on Instagram. It's also What's Poppin'.
What's popping? Yes, and on just so you guys know, all the links are down below as well. Don Prime, what do we have from Geeking Out?
Yep. So again, our channel Geeking Out. Nate and I will be filming some videos tomorrow. We normally do a stream on Sunday, as usually 6 to 8, so we don't jump onto Aries, and then we usually do one on Wednesdays 6. We usually plan to 8 to 8:30, but some of we've gone 7.5 hours and up to 4 hours. And right now, again, on Facebook, Geeking Out, we also have the 1/6 scale survival page. And ultimately, we're starting our prep and our planning for live coverage at New York Comic Con. So
Nice. Yeah, it's gonna be very
Yep.
busy, and I have to leave Sergio for last because there's a reason why I left my friend Sergio for last. So Sergio, go ahead, man.
Yeah,
We have
you know
something going on.
exactly what we got coming up next. It's you coming up next. GEMIITOYS with two eyes in the middle, both on YouTube and Instagram. This video in particular will be on my channel, GEMIITOYS, and it's basically Dante. An interview followed by showcasing his collection. And what do you want to add to that, Dante? I mean, this is about you. Tomorrow, Saturday at 7 p.m.
7 p.m. Eastern
time.
time. Yes. So we got this recording yesterday. It was a very nice interview. We got some personal, so we got some emotion going on. So it was a very very interesting, different approach, because each collector has a unique story, and that's a fact. Every one of us have a story, right, that nobody knows. Because you don't share it, right? And the purpose of this interview was to show the human side of the collector, right? Besides the passion that we share, which is collecting. But when did we how did we start collecting? Are we married? We have kids? What's up with us, right? So it's a very nice interview. I recommend you guys to please watch it. I shared the link in the chat, so make sure that you bookmark it so you can watch it tomorrow. I'm gonna be on the chat tomorrow, so I can chat with everyone and just watch it together, right? Because it was a very nice interview. Highly encourage you guys to watch it.
Yeah, it
And
was
of
a lot of
course,
fun.
Yeah,
Definitely.
it was really good.
Awesome.
it was a lot of fun. And for my channel, I have the Battle Damage Thor. I'm sorry, Battle Damage Thanos coming next week. It was a freaking delay.
Yeah.
As always, delays,
Yeah.
and plus I didn't have
Yeah.
the time anyway to record it today, so it
Yeah.
worked on my favor anyways. So we should have that next week, early next week. Also next Friday, the 13th, I'm gonna be with my friend Aries at his channel, Six Kill Cantina, right? He's gonna have his regular live show next Friday. So I have a collection tour coming as well. I'm gonna be off for 2 weeks after the 13th, but that doesn't mean that you will not see any content, because you will. I'm gonna upload videos, so you're still gonna see them. Collection tour is gonna be one of them, so make sure you check it out. If you want to become a member of the channel for special shows, early access to everything, pretty much, by all means you can. I put the link in the description below. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and my Facebook group, Six Scale Media, for anything related One Six Scale figures. So I put all the links in the description below. And as always, be well, and see you around in the next video. Good night, everyone.